What's good? What's good? What's good, baby? It's your boy Truex, the sports junkie, and welcome to the NBS Show. Listen, it's a fire show tonight. I know y'all see the LSU behind me, see the LSU in the lanyard, but today is it's your boy's birthday, and even though it's my birthday, I came through. So, get these boys right. Look, they're already ducking me. See, he's running late. Box office is off the screen. But you know who's here? Oh, God. This dude is ridiculous, bro. He's ridiculous. He's all excited. We're going to talk about it in a few minutes. But what up, box office?
What up, man? Hey, I heard a team got a trade done today. So here I am with a hint of what team. Happy birthday, X. But I think going forward, if we want to celebrate our birthdays on the show, our teams have to have a win within the last 2 weeks.
Bruh,
and your teams have not won in weeks. I mean, the Pelicans don't have a win. LSU hasn't had a win in weeks. The Saints haven't had a win in a month. Come on, man. If we want to celebrate our birthdays, let's come with some wins.
Hey, bro. First of all, I said the Saints was going to be bad this year, so I'm not even tripping on that. I knew the Saints had a chance to get the number one pick in the draft. I knew that. The Pelicans, I never hyped the Pelicans up at all on this show this year. When they traded for Jordan Poole, I was like, bro, what are we doing, bro? What are we doing at this point? and then now, LSU has, they got some things that they need to work on, but I like where we're headed. I'm not going to tell you where we're headed. You're going to see in a few weeks. You'll find out about that. But I'm happy to see. I got my LSU stuff in the background. There was some things I didn't like that happened, but we here, though. We here now. What's up, man?
Hey, man. But real talk, happy birthday. What is this, 41? 42, okay.
Jackie Robinson, man.
So you were 1984, correct?
83.
83. Okay, I'm 94, so you're 11 years older than me.
Yes.
And despite your 11 more years old experience, you still can't get the sports rights stuff. So I'm here to educate. I'm here to educate. Well, tonight we're going to talk the NFL trade deadline. We might get into some NBA, but let's start off with college football. Our friend Cedric should be joining us soon, but let's start off first.
Well, he's here. We're going to get to that topic in a second. I see the head. Don't play with him.
Big LSU, not the little one.
What up, C?
Wow, what's the deal, man? Mr. C, the trendsetter. I'm here, a.k.a. the whole damn show. We can begin.
Absolutely. What up, man? Let's go box office. Now we ready to get it popping.
Okay. So, like I said, we're going to get into some NBA tonight. We're going to get into the NFL trade deadline. Let's start off with some college football. We're going to start off with the first official college football rankings with the bracket out as of whatever week it is. I think we're headed into week 11. So obviously we know this is going to change, and this is different than the rankings itself because they have to include the G5 team. They have to include certain conference winners. So I'm going to break it down like this. The top 4 seeds in order that would get currently a bye are number 1 seed, Ohio State, number 2, Indiana, number 3, Texas A&M, and number 4, Alabama. Here is the matchups in the first round as of right now. We've got number 5, Georgia against the G5 winner, Memphis. We've got Oregon versus Texas Tech. We've got Virginia playing Ole Miss. And we've got Notre Dame playing BYU. We know this is going to change. As of right now, any issues with it? What are your thoughts on the whole bracket as of right now?
I don't have an issue with it today. respectfully, I know, you my dog. I love you. I always mess with you. I don't think Virginia's a top 11 team in the country. I know they're 8-1. This is no knock to them. If they were to play Oklahoma, Texas, shoot, I can make a case they play Georgia Tech will beat them, and then the ACC. I got the top 25 right here. I just don't view, and I'm not saying Virginia's a bad team. I just don't view them as that. But as of today, 8-1, I can't be mad at it. They got the win over Florida State. Florida State beat Alabama, so I get it. But I'm just, as far as the overall look of it, I don't love Virginia being there. I don't think they're a top team. BYU and Texas Tech are about to play, so we'll probably get one of them to remove themselves. And Memphis, even though I think they're a good team, I really want to see North Texas be that G5 representative. That's just me. Hey, that's no knock to Memphis. I visited the campus this summer. Beautiful campus, beautiful area. But I like what I'm seeing from North Texas. But besides that, I'm okay with everything else.
All right, I must be looking at a different college football playoff.
Actual,
you're probably looking at the rankings. Look at the bracket as of right now, because
that's what I got pulled up. College football playoff top 25, first official 2025 college football playoff rankings revealed, and it has Virginia at. They're one of the first two out. They had them at 14 on mine.
I think you're looking at the actual rankings. You got to actually ask for the actual bracket. That's the thing, because it's going to be different, because they got to include the G5 team at 12. So look for the exact bracket.
Okay, yeah, I'm scrolling down. Now they have. Okay, now they had a bracket. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I see now. All right, cool. As far as that, I don't have any problem with it. I haven't seen anybody. I'm like, nah, man, come on, bro. Virginia, I could argue that there are teams that could be in there instead of Virginia, of course. But that's good. That's what I mean. That's the easy. That's low hanging fruit. I mean, I'm looking at the first four out. They have Texas, Oklahoma, Utah, and Louisville. Would I put either one of them in instead of Virginia? Not sure. I don't think so. I think they're all about what and what. Then they have the next four out: Vandy, Georgia Tech, Miami, and USC. Now, I could argue I'd put Vandy or Georgia Tech or Miami in before Virginia, even though they're especially Georgia Tech with only having one loss. I could argue that they could be in there over Virginia. Yeah, I really don't like that. I don't like how Georgia Tech dropped so much after that one loss. So if I had to pick some sort of a discrepancy, it would be that I would have Georgia Tech in over Virginia.
Okay. All right, I'll go next. So y'all mentioned Georgia and Georgia Tech and Virginia, so that would currently be the ACC title game.
Yeah.
So, that very well could stay that way. One thing about Virginia, man, I really like their hiring Tony Elliott. So Tony Elliott was the offensive coordinator under Dabo for all those Clemson teams that won the national title. And this is his third year at Virginia, and it looks like it's working. It looks like that was a good hire. They haven't had the toughest schedule. They had to play Florida State. Other than that, their schedules really worked out well for them, and you got to give them credit. Now, they just got to keep winning, and they're going to be an ACC title game, and then they can prove as a conference champ that they deserve to be in. So I'm okay with Virginia being in there as of right now. I do like the point that C said, though, with one loss, I don't like that Georgia Tech dropped as much as they did. It's funny, Georgia Tech and Virginia lost to the same team though.
That's my issue. Like, you view Texas and Oklahoma better than Georgia Tech, but then you view Virginia better than them. They both have one loss. That don't make sense to me.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's never going to be perfect because we know the SEC and the Big Ten have more depth than the ACC. So it's just one of those things. Is okay. Are we going to get a 3-loss SEC or Big Ten team in this year? And one thing about what I'm noticing is the Big 12. This could be the big game this weekend: Texas Tech versus BYU. And no matter what happens there, we might get in the Big 12 title game again. So let's say Texas Tech wins this weekend and BYU beats them in the Big 12 title game. Then in my opinion, you got to get them both in the playoff. So that's going to be interesting, which now they are, but that's because they haven't played each other. It's going to look a lot more interesting after they play each other, but we're going to have some debates here soon. And then let's say you do get Virginia and Georgia Tech to win out, and doesn't matter who wins that ACC title game. Do you exclude the other team with just 2 losses over a 3-loss SEC team? So there's going to be a lot of debates here really soon. Other than that, I'm fine with it right now. Memphis beat South Florida. And South Florida beat North Texas. So I'm okay with Memphis being a G5 team as of right now. I think they are the best G5 team as of right now. Ole Miss, man, they've looked very impressive. We've been looking and waiting for Lane Kiffin to get into the playoff with Ole Miss. Almost got there last year. It looks like they're going to get in this year. I want to say they play Citadel, which is the easy dub. They play Mississippi State. They should win. And they have another game in between there, but I think it's Florida. So will Lane Kiffin hold on to that first playoff spot in his Ole Miss career? Other than that, what's very interesting here is Miami beat Notre Dame, and they've got 2 losses. Notre Dame has 2 losses, including to Miami, and they would be in right now. Miami would. And what does that tell you? It just tells you rather have those losses early on.
Yeah,
that's it. And it's a little messed up, but it is what it is. Like, that's just how it goes. I mean, Texas lost to Ohio State week 1. It looks good now. Ohio State hasn't lost a game. Let's say Texas loses one more time. Texas can say, well, one of our losses was out of conference. We shouldn't be punished for going to play the defending champs week 1. So it's just hard to break these things down. It's never going to be perfect. They could extend this to 25 teams. It's still not going to be ever perfect. There's always going to be somebody complaining. It's just the way the sport is set up. No one complains in the NFL if you miss the playoffs because the divisions are equal and everyone's playing the same competition. Here, it's different. So I don't want to overreact to it because there's so much more games to play. Like you said, Texas Tech and BYU this time next week will not be in this bracket because they're going to eliminate each other, at least for the time being, after this week.
Right.
So still a lot more football to go.
Well, one of them will be, but the other one won't be.
Yeah, that's what I meant. But we also, what's going to happen right now, to Indiana and Ohio State have the byes, right? Well, they would play in the Big 12, or they would play in the Big 10 title game. So then that game becomes basically you're playing for a bye week.
Right.
And the other team is probably going to get kicked into playing into the first round. And honestly, I've heard some people say that might be an advantage because you remember last year, Oregon beat Penn State in the Big 10 title game.
Right.
Oregon got the bye, but they ran into Ohio State, got their ass whipped after beating Ohio State. Penn State got immediately to play 2 playoff games, and they won both, and they found themselves in the semifinal.
Mm-hmm.
So it's it's going to get interesting here real soon. And I think everybody's also sleeping on Texas. And I'm not saying this because I'm a Texas fan, but they're peaking at the right time. And think about like right now, the SEC title game would be Alabama and A&M. If Texas wins out and beats A&M in that season ender, then you've got Texas Alabama in the SEC title game. Assuming Texas wins out.
That's a tall order that you're asking Texas to do.
Right, yeah. Texas actually has a very tough schedule rest of the way. Very. Yeah. So I'm just all I'm saying is don't overreact to the viewers by these first rankings. It's going to change a lot by now or by then.
Absolutely.
All right.
I just want to say this last thing. I just wish head to head has to be the first metric to me. That should be your first metric. You lose to a team head to head, that should be. And then if you don't know, you have to ask yourself, if I put these two teams on a neutral field, who do I think will win? I know that's not you may be wrong, but just who do you think will win the game? And that if I was a voter, that's what I would ask myself when I'd be going through the rankings. Okay, you have this record, you have this record. Who do I think would win that game if it was close? Who do I think would win? And that's how I would rank you. And Virginia, to me, even though they're 8-1, I wouldn't rank them that high. Just respect.
So you would. So would you have Miami above Notre Dame right now?
Yes.
I mean, I'm okay with that, even though Notre Dame looks
Notre Dame and look, I actually like Notre Dame. See despises Notre Dame. I think that Notre Dame gets away with a lot of it because they're Notre Dame. They have the two losses, and granted, they only lost to Miami and A&M. That's no shame in that at all. But I'm just sitting there saying Miami beat you, and it was the end of the game. But I mean, it was a good game, but they did beat you. So I don't know. I just feel like that would be my first criteria, that head-to-head metric.
F Miami, they messed up my parlay today.
Miami, hey, I know we're about to get to that. No, they, oh my God.
It seems like the same story every year under Cristobal.
Maybe I wouldn't have Miami ranked over Notre Dame because I think that you have to penalize Miami. I don't know. They're falling apart literally right before our eyes.
But this is just something that's happened under Cristobal with them, and I don't know why. They start off every year hot, and then in the middle there, they lose games they shouldn't lose, and they look like a completely different team. So I think, like, we criticize the Bengals for how they start the season as off. Something's going on there with Cristobal that the team just drifts apart mid-season.
That's not a good. You're right. Maybe I wouldn't have them ranked above Notre Dame. I'm tripping. Maybe I wouldn't.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's move on to our winners and losers in college football from this past week.
Well, I know, do you want to go first? I'm pretty sure you want to say Miami, so go ahead and say your loser. Miami. I'll go a different direction. Even though I agree with you, what you're about to say.
I guess I'm gonna go with Miami. Yeah, they messed up my parlay, so yeah, I'm damn sure going with Miami, man. Y'all owe me $376. That's what y'all owe me. I had a damn 9-teamer, 8 people hit, and y'all going to overtime and lose to SMU, bruh. Hey, I can see why they like Cristobal over there. He keeps them competitive. He has them ranked and back a destination for kids to go. But like you said, he does break down. It's something always every year with him. They start off hot and they start going into a funk toward the end of the season, and they end up missing the playoffs last year after being undefeated most of the year last year because of the same thing. You know what I mean? So they're right on the cusp of missing it again, and they started off really good this year. So they're my biggest losers. You can't lose to SMU, who last year made the playoffs, but they won't be doing it this year. You know what I mean? it's not the same atmosphere, I guess you could say, with SMU as it was last year. So I got Miami as my biggest loser. Biggest winner, I would say Texas. Texas is my biggest winner. Beating a hot Vanderbilt team, withstanding the furious comeback that they tried to attempt at the end. And I know it's box office's team, and he's excited about them, and he thinks they've gotten hot and everything, but they haven't looked good, even though they've been winning. They've looked better than they did at the beginning of the season, but they haven't looked good. I mean, they let Mississippi State put like 38 points up on them week before last. You know what I mean? And they snuck out against Vandy after really dominating the whole game, but they also let Vandy right back in the game at the end. And I think it's just a recipe for disaster for them if they do make the playoffs or if they do get to the SEC title game. It's a recipe for disaster for them because they won't get much further than that. But I think that by them winning this game, this did put them in position to make the playoffs. If they control their own destiny right now, in my opinion. They went out, they make the playoffs. So that was a big thing. I could also go with Vandy as my biggest losers because I think they took themselves out of the playoff run with this loss. But like I said, those are my winners and losers. You can go ahead.
All right. So my biggest loser, no, I agree with C. Miami, just because I thought at one point Miami was the best team in the country.
Yeah.
Said they're not maybe not gonna make the playoffs. That's crazy. But I'm gonna go Tennessee. I picked them last week on the show. They're at home. Josh Heupel played for Oklahoma. And you're the coach of Tennessee, and you have an opportunity to make a statement. You're at home, a blackout. You got your black jerseys. You got Oklahoma coming in. See, I think picked Oklahoma. The rest of the group picked Oklahoma. I think it was me and...
I picked Tennessee.
Oh, no, me and you that picked Tennessee. And I thought being at home against his former team, this is your chance. This is your chance to make a statement. Me and Box Office were talking before the show, and I was like, I feel like LSU's being disrespected because Tennessee's still ranked after having 3 losses. And yeah, they have 3 losses to 3 top 15 teams, but so does LSU.
Right.
But here's my debate on that is LSU, you can say, oh, they didn't beat nobody. Well, they beat Florida. They beat Clemson. They beat South Carolina. Who does Tennessee beat?
Yeah.
And I'm just being real. I know you can say, oh, they hung in there with Georgia. They hung in there somewhat with Alabama. I don't know. They didn't beat them. And I just look at Tennessee, I thought that you had a chance to make a statement. You had a chance to say, you know what, we're going to knock off this Oklahoma team. Let's be honest. Even though they're up there, I think they could beat Virginia. I don't think Oklahoma's a great team. No disrespect. I thought before Mateer got hurt, I thought they were really good. But Mateer coming back, they just haven't been great offensively like they were, I thought, early on in the season. But I thought it was a golden opportunity for Tennessee. They blew it. So, yeah, I think Tennessee, they're completely out. I don't see a scenario where Tennessee pushes themselves back in to the playoff race. You had a golden ticket in Knoxville to get it done, and you didn't get it done against Oklahoma, against Josh Heupel's alma mater. They my biggest losers outside of Miami. As my biggest winner, I said it early on. I'm going North Texas, man. I know they might not be in today, but they went up against Navy. And everybody was like, oh, Navy. I think everybody, and I know we didn't pick that game, but a lot of people I saw, everybody was picking Navy. And boy, North Texas put a whipping on an undefeated Navy team. So, yeah, I'm going to say North Texas because if Memphis slips up, I believe that North Texas will represent the G5 if Memphis was to slip up. So I'm going to say North Texas. To say that before the season, who would have projected that North Texas might have a chance of making the college football playoff? That's insane. Shout out to him, man.
Okay. My winner, I'm gonna go with Ole Miss. It's kind of like what I mentioned earlier. They took care of South Carolina, but not that South Carolina is great, but these are the games that Lane Kiffin would lose. You know, they would always be in position for the playoffs, and then they would lose a game that they shouldn't lose. Now they could still lose one rest of the way. They have, like I mentioned earlier, Citadel, easy win. They have Florida at home, should be a win, and then they play Mississippi State, their usual rivalry game with them. Ole Miss should win out, and right now they're sitting at one loss, a close game to Georgia that they could have very well won. And right now, they would host a playoff game at home. That's huge. Lane Kiffin and company just need to keep doing what they're doing, and they'll have a home game in the playoffs. I'm impressed by them. I think they could possibly be scary in the playoffs. So I'm going to say they're my winner because they're taking care of business like they should and not choking up games that they used to lose all the time. My loser. Man. I'm going to take a random one. I'm going to go with Kansas State.
Oh, wow. Okay. I know where you're going with it, but go ahead.
You know how many people had them in the Big 12 title game? If I remember looking back at the odds in the preseason, I want to say they were the odd favorites to represent the Big 12. Bro, they're terrible. 4-5. 4-5. That is terrible for someone that was expected to represent the Big 12 in the Big 12 title game and maybe as a conference champion. We all remember they started off the season in Ireland against Iowa State. It was that close game. And then ever since, they've fallen apart. They lost to Army. They lost to Arizona. They lost to Baylor. They lost to Texas Tech. They play Oklahoma State this week. 2 losers. I mean, they should win. But no, they're my losers just because they've been disappointing as a team. I mean, they were literally favorites to be in the Big 12 title game. I mean, how you go 4-5 just like that is incredible to me. So Kansas State is my loser.
But to be fair, go ahead, see. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. My bad.
I was going to say, to be fair to Kansas State, it's been one of those years that what you thought you knew at the beginning of the season is now, besides Ohio State, I guess you could say, Penn State, LSU, Clemson, Arizona State, Kansas State, all of them, push them to the side. It hasn't been what we thought. It really hasn't.
And what's crazy is they have that long hair quarterback, Avery Johnson, that they brought back. And I'm looking at his numbers, 23 touchdowns and just 4 interceptions.
Yeah.
So he hasn't been terrible. And usually you go how your quarterback's playing, and it's just, I guess the rest of the team's just been terrible. So
let me ask you this real quick before I don't know. Did y'all watch North Texas or no?
I've only watched 2 games. I watched the South Florida game.
You went mute for a second, box office. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if Zeke can hear you.
Did an airplane pass by your house or something?
Y'all hear me now?
So stupid.
Y'all hear me now?
Yeah, you good.
I like going outside and the airplane went right over your head.
No, I was looking at Avery Johnson's numbers, and some commercial on that same page started popping up. But what's it called? I've only watched 2 North Texas games: the South Florida game, and I forgot the other one. Their offense is good, but their defense isn't all that.
Right. No. That's not what I was going to ask you. I was going to ask y'all, do y'all think, I don't know if the quarterback Drew Mestamaker, the 0-star recruit, I think he walked on, to North Texas. This dude, bruh, he threw for over 600 yards a couple of weeks ago. I mean, I know the conference is in, but still 600 yards is crazy. Do y'all think
yards, bro?
Yeah, right. Do y'all they dropped a lot of passes in that game too. A lot of balls that were dropped. Hey man, do you think he's gonna stay at North Texas? There's a lot of rumblings that he's gonna leave after this year and go to a big school.
He probably will. Someone's going to offer him more money, and it doesn't have to be the Texases of the world.
Right, right.
It can literally be let's say, a North Carolina State.
Yeah.
And
Miami gonna be looking for a quarterback.
There you go. So yeah, I mean, it could be one of those teams. So yeah, he'll leave.
Yeah, man. I just, I mean, I don't think they're gonna win a game in the G5 with the G5, but I'm just saying that I like North Texas, man. Shout out to them, man.
I got an honorable mention for loser of the week. And I'm gonna preface this by saying, if he wasn't where he is, we'd be saying he's next. You're next. And that's Deion Sanders and those Colorado sorry ass Buffaloes, bro.
Oh.
Hey, if he was at any other school but Colorado, he'd be next, bro. He'd be the next coach up out of there. And I'm just being real with you. He's not losing. He's getting his ass kicked, bro. and it's not even. It's like he's playing people like Arizona kicked your ass, 52-17, bro. They not a football school. You know what I mean? I could take the Colorado thing, but bro, you got your ass whooped by Arizona. Bro, he would be next if he was at any other school besides Colorado. Colorado is keeping him because he's keeping them relevant. If without Deion Sanders, they have 0 recruits. They back to what they had before he got there. 0 wins that year before he got there.
I think they had 1 win. Regardless, they were terrible.
Yeah, so they back to that, and they back to nobody even paying any attention to them. At least now they have a few sponsors and people coming to the games, hoping something's gonna happen, but it never does. I think he has probably 1 to 2 more years of this that they'll just put up with it, and him getting his ass whooped like this, and then we'll be talking about Deion going back to Jackson State.
Yeah, respect to C for mentioning, because I know C was a Deion supporter, but we got to call it what it is.
Yeah.
Now I do think Deion made the right decision this week. He said, "F all that. We're starting Julian Lewis, our freshman." I think that's a good move. He's a highly touted recruit. Let him get some experience now that they're completely out of the playoff race. See what you got with them, and start next year off with him, and let's see if he could just improve. But yeah, I remember watching an interview before the season. Deion was like, "I think we have a better team this year than last year." I'm sitting there, I'm like, I don't know how. You're losing a Heisman winner. You're losing your son who was a 5-star quarterback. So I don't know how. Maybe he was just saying that to get their confidence up.
Yeah, he was doing that for his team.
Yeah, but regardless, though, what Cignetti's doing, what Dillingham at Arizona State's doing, you got to expect more, especially because they actually had the hype and the notoriety behind it. But I do agree with C. He's not fired because the Colorado AD likes him. He knows he's keeping them relevant. And that's okay. Like, I don't want Deion fired, to be honest. I'm all about coaches getting like a fair shot. Give him 6-7 years. If it's not working, then go somewhere else, do something else. I'm okay with 6-7 years. I think this is his 3rd, I want to say. But look, they were terrible before him. So what do you have to lose, keeping him around?
I'm convinced he's not going to be able to turn this place around.
Wow.
Bro, and just for the simple reason that you still got to get them kids to come to Colorado. Nobody wants to go there, bro. If I got any team that Colorado was recruiting, any kid that Colorado was recruiting is getting recruited by so many other teams in so many better places. And I don't think that they have the money to entice people to come. He was blessed to have the Heisman Trophy winner and both of his sons, not just one of them, but both of his sons, to come over there and make an immediate impact and make them relevant for the first 2 years he was there. But now those players are gone. And guess what? He's not gonna be able to get another Heisman Trophy winner come there, bro. They're not gonna come to Colorado, bro. And it's Dion. Dion, he talks a great game. He can get you. He can sell you on how much money you can get coming there in endorsements, and he's gonna make sure you do get that money. But if I got a choice of going to Colorado with Dion or LSU with no coach right now, I'm going to LSU with no coach. If I got a choice of going to Colorado with Dion or going to Texas with Sarkisian there, I'm going to Texas.
But I think that's not a fair. That's not a fair comparison. You not like Texas, LSU, Alabama, Ohio State. They're gonna get the 5-star guys. They're gonna get those elite guys. I'm saying Georgia. I should throw in there as well. But like
no, but like, are you going to Dion? Are you going for Dion at Colorado? Or are you going to Signetti at Indiana?
Right, like that's what I'm saying. Like he should be getting the recruits over the Indianas, the Arizona States, the Arizonas, the Texas Tech, the BYU. Like, come on, man. Like
they should have the best team in the Big 12 just off of Dion's popularity.
I agree with that.
Like I said, man, y'all got to understand, it's still Colorado. It's still Boulder, bro.
But Colorado's, I mean, I don't know why you giving Colorado. Like, Colorado's not a bad place, bro.
Bro, it's cold as hell there. It's culture-wise.
So is Indiana, though.
Yeah, like Michigan, like that's cold, too.
Indiana?
But it ain't way the hell over there. It ain't way the hell over there cold. And when you think about it, this is going to be a wild, controversial statement, I guess. A lot of these big recruits are black guys, and you go into a place with Boulder where there's not a lot of black things to do. No black, like black culture there. You know what I'm saying? So they're stepping out of wherever they're coming from, where they have this whole culture that they from. And they're going somewhere with, like I remember looking at an interview when I think it was Shiloh, I don't think it was Shador, and saying it's not nothing to do here. It ain't nothing to do here, so I just stay in my room, and that's why I stream and I play my game.
But that like I feel like that's the places you want to be. Like if you're trying to go pro, like what is there to do in Alabama? I'm not respectfully, what I'm about to say, I don't mean no disrespect. What's there to do in Alabama, bro?
A lot,
bro. No.
Bro, no, bro.
Look, Tuscaloosa and Auburn are boring.
Go over there all the time for different things. There's, bro, no. Well, I've been to probably half, maybe more than half of the states in the United States, and Alabama would be ranked real low as far as me wanting to go back and do things. No.
I'm saying, but what I'm saying is, as just okay in Tuscaloosa. How far away is from Atlanta is Tuscaloosa?
Oh, that's not that far.
Probably like 3-4 hours.
Yeah, that's not that far.
Yeah, probably like a 3-4 hour drive. Yeah. How far is the nearest? How far is the nearest popping city from Boulder?
Denver is 20
Denver's
minutes.
Nice. I think Denver's nice too.
Denver's only 20-30 minutes. But I will say Denver and Boulder is cooler than Bloomington.
Yeah, come on, see.
Bloomington. Well, all right. Well, I watch this podcast, Jeff Teague's podcast, right? And they are always talking about what kind of stuff they have in Indiana. Like I said, it's there's a culture there. There's things that come there. You know what I mean? I just don't think for the kids that come in there, if you coming from most of the recruits, most of the 5 stars are coming from the South or either California, right?
Right.
So you coming from down here, you got to move all the way over there. You're leaving your family and all of that. You're leaving everything that you've ever known. You want to go somewhere that's popping. Now, if I go to Indiana, you're right. there's probably not too much to do right there in Indiana. But from what I hear, I mean, I look at tour stops. They got tours that go there, all kinds of concerts, comedy shows, all kinds of the All-Star game was there a few years ago. WWE comes there, and I know they have a nightlife there. You know what I mean? So when you're recruiting a kid, that's what a lot of this stuff is what a kid looks at. And I even know for say Lafayette, when I stopped DJing the club probably like 10 years ago, a lot of the kids they would bring the kids to the club downtown. They would bring them to the nightlife downtown 10 years ago. X knows exactly what the nightlife was in Lafayette 10 years ago. And they would bring them down there just to see the atmosphere and try to get them to come down on their recruiting trips. So a lot of that goes into it, man. I just don't think they have that in Boulder.
I'm not saying you're wrong. See, you're not wrong. And like you said, most of these kids are Southern kids. They want to stay close to Atlanta, Baton Rouge, New Orleans,
Austin,
Dallas, all of that, Miami, Tampa. I get it. I'm just saying if Signetti can get people to go to Bloomington, that Dion should be able to get them to Denver. Basically, Denver's 30 minutes from Boulder. So, but you know, I don't know if y'all remember, like a couple months ago when Gervonta Davis, Jake Paul got announced, I literally said I have a feeling that's going to get canceled because it sounded too goofy to me, and now it's canceled. And sometimes I just have a feeling. My feeling is Dion's going to retire within the next 2 years.
I can see it for sure.
And the reason is because he's going through a lot of health issues.
Yeah.
And then the losing on top of it, he's gonna be like, bro, I have no patience for this. So my feeling is he's gonna retire within the next 2 years.
And I think he did really started out his little story when he said he started coaching really because of his sons. Like that's why he started coaching, and now he's not coaching his son. So I don't know. I think Dion's gonna retire as well.
I do too. And one thing about being a coach, though, and I see this in Dion a lot, is that you get attached to these kids. You get really attached to these kids, and he's like a father figure type of person. So Dion's a person when he comes and sits in your living room and talks to your mom and dad or your mom or whatever. And he tells them, hey, I'm going to take your boy and you're not going to recognize him when he comes back. He's going to be a man. He's going to be a totally different person when he comes back. I believe that he really holds himself to that. He holds himself to that, and he gets attached to these kids. So I think that's the only thing that's holding him there. I think that really he probably did want to retire after this draft. And how that went with his kid, and then he had this latest health scare. I'm pretty sure he was like, "Yeah, man, this is about it for me." And then his team probably came visit him or something like that, and he's like, "I can't leave him." You know what I mean? But I think it's going ultimately when you leave or whatever. Then when he has that offseason, that time to think about it, I believe he's gonna go and look at it. I think he might retire quicker than 2 years from now. I think he might retire this year, bro.
Yeah, could happen. All right. Well, let's move on. We got to get to our picks. All right, let me.
We're not talking about the NFL, so let's talk about college. I was good in college.
All right. So for the season, Antonio has tied C for number one at 42-27. Jasper and I are one game back, 41-28. And X, you are 38-31. You've been trending better lately, but you're definitely gonna.
I'm only 3 games back of you. Calm down. 4 from the. Hey, I might catch you after this week. See, don't copy my picks. See.
All right, let's start off with our picks this week. Not the craziest slate, but it could cause some discrepancies between our records here. Let's start off with a G5 matchup. We got Tulane at Memphis.
I know where y'all going. I know where y'all going. I know where y'all going.
I don't want to even pick this game, bro.
Hey, yeah, I know you don't. I know you don't. Oh, I don't want to fall further behind. That's the problem I'm having. It's at Memphis, right?
Yes.
But that's a short drive, Tulane to Memphis. That ain't nothing.
About 6 hours.
Give me the green wave. I got the green wave, baby. I got Tulane upsetting Memphis, baby. Yeah. Look, see.
And X, your issue is you pick these games depending on our records. You got to pick.
Hold on. If you remember, who did I pick to make the G5 thing at the beginning of the season? I had Tulane getting in.
I'm just saying I want to help you out that you don't pick off the records, that you pick who you think is going to win.
I think Tulane's going to win.
Okay.
I think it's a 50-50 game. I think anybody can win this game, but I'm going to go with Tulane. I'm not buying Memphis. I'm just not. For whatever reason, I've watched Memphis play. I've watched USF play. I've watched North Texas. I've watched Navy. I've watched all of Tulane. I've watched all these G5 teams play, and I'm just sitting there saying, Memphis is cool. They got away with one with USF. They got away with that one.
Yeah,
they got away with that. USF blew that game. And look, you happy that you picked them, but they blew that. USF blew that game. I'm going to go with the green wave. I got Tulane.
All right. I think I agree with X saying it is a 50-50 game. But I'm going with Memphis.
Thank you.
Tulane's burnt me every time I picked them. Every time I picked them. That dates back to last year. So
chill, man, chill.
F you, Green Wave. Let's go.
All right. Jasper hasn't sent me his picks. God knows what he's doing. Antonio did, though. He's got Memphis. And I'm going to Memphis at home. Here's your chance, X. Look, I've seen Memphis play. I've only seen Tulane once. I wasn't that impressed. I'm going Memphis at home.
Now, I will say, I didn't watch last week's game. Boy, Memphis. Not Memphis, Green, Tulane, bro. What's going on, man? Oh, my God. They got destroyed last week. What are we talking about? Oh, God.
Them your boys.
Hey, man. Hey, I do the graphics. I might be done. I might call y'all and say, yeah, I switched my
All right. Next matchup, we got Texas A&M at Missouri.
Hey, I hope Texas A&M's winning that game. They play around sometimes with their food, and this could be one of those times, it's at Missouri. That could be scary. I understand. I'm not going to be mad at y'all if y'all pick Missouri. But I watched A&M up close and personal. I felt like LSU played not their greatest first half that they possibly could play, but a good first half, and they still got blown out. Marcel Reed is the difference maker. I got A&M.
All right. I got A&M as well. I can't mess with I hate that I feel like this. I saw A&M play 2 games this year, and both of them they were really impressive. Missouri, I think I've seen them play 1, and they didn't impress me much. Even though whatever the game was, they did win. I forgot who they played, but they weren't impressive. I'm gonna take A&M and Mr. Reed. I call him Mr. Reed. He got my respect now. I think that he's the decision maker, the deciding factor in the game.
All right, Antonio's got A&M. I've got A&M. Missouri lost their quarterback. I don't expect them to be the same without him. I've got A&M. All right, next matchup, we've got Oregon at Iowa.
One of these teams is going to win here, bro. I know it is going to happen on Saturday. One of them home teams that we're all going to pick the visitors is going to put upset, but it won't be Iowa. Give me Oregon. Give me Dante Moore and company. Even though I'm going to tell y'all, I feel like Oregon hasn't beaten anybody.
They haven't.
I'm being real.
They
haven't beaten anybody, but I'm going to take them just because I'm not a believer in Iowa at this point. So I'm going to give me Oregon.
I can tell you who they're going to beat.
There you go.
Iowa. I got Oregon, man.
Okay, Antonio's got Oregon, but I've got the Hawkeyes.
Wow.
Bro, Oregon stinks. They're not that good, bro. They are not that good.
I really got Oregon now.
They have not beaten anybody this year. Look at their schedule, bro. I'm looking right now. They have beaten a whole bunch of nobodies. They barely beat awful Penn State. They got beat by Indiana at home. They squeaked by Wisconsin. I think Iowa's flying under the radar a little bit. Look, Iowa's looked really good this year. They only lost to Indiana by 5. They actually played Indiana better than Iowa or better than Oregon did. They played a tough Iowa State team earlier this year, barely lost to them. I'm going to Iowa. I know it sounds goofy and all that, but dude, Oregon is not what they were last year. Everybody, I think a lot of people's thinking about Oregon from last year. Completely different team. Dante Moore hasn't impressed me yet. I've seen some mock drafts have him top 10. Hell no. He needs to come back another year is what I think. I've got Iowa with an upset.
Who's Iowa beat?
They have not beaten anybody either, but this is the win that they get that I think people open their eyes up to Iowa. And Iowa's one of those places where they have a really good home field advantage.
They do be winning games that you're sleeping on. I'm telling you, somebody's going to put an upset, whether it's Missouri, Iowa, somebody's going to get the upset. Tulane, I know y'all don't want to hear that. Somebody's going to put an upset this week.
All right, next game, Georgia at Mississippi State. I found this. I know probably everybody's going to pick Georgia. Georgia's only a 7-point favorite at Mississippi State. Just point that out.
I got Georgia. Don't overthink that, bro. They're not losing to Mississippi State, bro. That's not going to happen. I don't think that's not one of the things that's going to happen. I could be wrong, but that one's not happening.
Kirby Smart don't lose games like this. I got Georgia.
Okay, Antonio got Georgia. I got Georgia. I'm not going to go further than that. All right, next matchup. LSU at Alabama.
Hey, I'm going to tell y'all right now. I got LSU. I don't care that they play in Alabama. At Alabama, at Yvonne's house. Yvonne, you can roll your eyes. I don't care what you saying. Hey, I'm going to tell y'all right now. There's no other team in sports that I'm going to just take my L with, bro. I'm going to take my L. I told you. Hey, I was the one on the show when everybody picked them against Ole Miss. I was like, shit. If I wasn't LSU alum, I was taking Ole Miss. I don't care, though. I will lose every week. I'm picking LSU. Call me biased if you want, box office. I don't care. I got LSU. And they're going to put an upset, box office. They're going to put an upset this week.
Who the hell is y'all's coach?
Hey, hey, Franklin, why? And not James. Oh, baby, let's go.
Bruh. Go ahead. Let me hear why LSU's going to win. And
Juwan Johnson. Just remember that name. Remember that name. Juan this week, baby. Harlem Berry. Let's go, Berry and Brown. I got LSU. I'm serious, too. I really got LSU beating Bama. Hey!
Y'all are out of control.
Need I say more? Yeah. We taking the show on the road. Hey, man, you said it yourself. We got to win one of these next 2 games, right? You said it, right, box office?
You did. You said we was gonna win one of
And
the
we
next
lost the
two
other
box
one.
office. You did say that.
No, I said I got y'all winning one of them, and I had y'all winning A&M. You lost, and now you're definitely gonna lose this week. But go ahead, Steve.
Look, all right, we lost to A&M. I think A&M is better than Alabama. I think I just don't think we were prepared against A&M, and I think that they've had this extra week to prepare to go to Bama. We got the elephant out of the room, and Kelly's gone. That pressure's gone off the team. The pressure's off the coaching staff. Because right now, I don't think that they have the pressure of knowing that shit, we could all be gone out of here if we lose this one. I think they like, well, we ain't got nothing to lose right now. We need to go out here and just coach our ass off and try to win this. We can save our jobs even with a new coach coming in. So, and a lot of things where you don't know what you don't think about, this game is going to affect the people who are playing there now. Because when a new coach comes in, you could be a starter and be out the team. Look at Ashley Stamps. You know what I'm saying? It's just that quick. So where you were ingratiated into Brian Kelly, they got a new coach coming in here. You got to play good. You gotta set the tone and show everybody that you could ball. And no better team to do it against than Alabama. So I think LSU goes up there, and it's not gonna be nothing crazy. Not gonna be no crazy blowout and nothing like that. But I do believe we go up there and get the win and settle everybody down. Because if you don't know, Louisiana sports right now, we're in shambles.
You're in a recession.
Hey, bro. Hey, your blessing comes in the
Trump
tough
ass. That's why. But right now, I think the LSU, they put Louisiana back on the right track with a big win going out there to Bama, and everything is forgiven. Everything is forgiven if we beat Bama. So I think that's what we're gonna do.
And I said Frank. I'm going to say Frank Wilson. I'm tripping. Frank Wilson, the interim coach. And one thing about this box office, you know this. Y'all all know sports. You can prepare for somebody. You can prepare for, when you know who you're going up against. You don't know what LSU is going to do this week. You don't know if they're going to be a run-heavy team, a pass-heavy team, a mixture. You don't know what's about to happen. I don't even know what's going to happen.
I know.
Oh, God. Here we go.
And I mean that for Nussmeier, too. Nussmeier go up there sticking it up. See, don't he get pulled?
All right. Well, Antonio's got Alabama, and so do I. What are we talking about?
Why are we picking the game then, box office? You know it's real.
No, we picking it because the second best game on the slate in a bad week.
We picked the game every year.
This is why I troll y'all in the chat, is because y'all are simply not realistic. Okay, I would not troll y'all if y'all were realistic. Y'all are unrealistic completely. Y'all got to stop dreaming. Y'all got to wake up. Your team stinks. You're not better than Alabama. Your quarterback, who y'all told me was the best SEC return quarterback, now might get benched. I could maybe see it in Baton Rouge. It's in Tuscaloosa, bro. Alabama looks better every week. If you told me they were going to win the national title now, I understand completely. Alabama might lose, but they're not losing this week. Alabama by 14. Alabama by 14. And after they win, I'm gonna troll y'all in the chat, and y'all gonna ignore me for another week. That's my prediction, because y'all know I was correct. and I haven't gotten Jasper's picks yet. My guess is he's delusional too, and he's got LSU. Y'all gonna have to come to y'all senses and it looks like it's going to take another week.
So when we win, what you gonna say then?
I'm going to say I was wrong.
And we want a public apology.
Sure. And if y'all lose, I want a public apology for y'all being delusional LSU fans.
Hey, hey, when we win, I want you to throw that boot up and jam with this.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you this.
That's what I want you to do.
Before we pick the next game, do you think it'll be more of a split on Auburn Vanderbilt than the Georgia Mississippi State game? Because I think we all got Georgia. I'm just looking at the slate of games. I'm just trying to pick a game where we all won't agree on something.
It's not the best slate, and I get what you're saying. But after Kentucky beat Auburn,
okay,
I just have a tough time believing anybody is gonna pick Auburn, bro.
Yeah, okay. No chance I pick Auburn.
You picking Vanderbilt? Okay. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, it's not the best slate, but hey. All right, game of the week. I'm actually looking forward to this game.
Me too.
BYU at Texas Tech. I think game day is actually headed to Lubbock for the first time since that Crabtree, Texas game in 08.
One of the best games I've ever seen. I'll tell you that.
That still haunts me to this day, almost 20 years later. I can't believe, by the way, that's almost been 20 years. Like, holy crap. Who we got? Antonio, by the way, hold on. I'm going to tell you who Antonio got before y'all put it out. Antonio has Texas Tech.
Antonio's a smart man. I'm taking Texas Tech too. I told y'all last week when I took Vanderbilt. That was the week before. I took Texas last week over Vanderbilt. But game day went to Vanderbilt versus Missouri. Big matchup. It was in Vandy, bro. Like, game day was there. Game day is going to Lubbock. He just told you 20 years. They're not losing to BYU. Shout out to BYU. They've had an incredible season. But I got Texas Tech, bro. I like their offense. I like their defense. I just think BYU's been really good. I've been sleeping on them. If they win this game, hey, next week you don't have to ask me who my winner is. My winner is BYU if they beat Texas Tech this upcoming week. But I got Tech, man. I just don't think they're going to lose this game. Wow, game day's there. And then the way they've looked this year, I like Tech.
This is a hard one for me, simply because I like Texas Tech as a school in general, but BYU's made a believer out of me.
Talk that BYU talk.
Earlier this season, they made a believer out of me, and I said I wasn't gonna go against them with an equal competitor again. I'm going with BYU because I don't think you get more equal than 7 versus 8.
That's true.
And I'm going with BYU. I think they're a team of destiny this year.
You might be right though.
All right. C told y'all that LSU had this best transfer portal team. I said Texas Tech. They had the money. They put it to use, and they're showing up. They might make the playoffs. This is a huge game in Lubbock. I think Texas Tech gets it done as well. I think having game day there, that atmosphere, Lubbock is going to be Lubbock is going to be popping. I said earlier, Iowa is one of those underrated home field advantages. Lubbock, I feel like, is actually very similar. I don't think they fit 60K in that stadium, but it feels like it. I remember playing them every year in the Big 12. It was tough on the road there. I think Texas Tech gets it done, even though BYU has impressed me, bro. They've been very good, and they still could make the playoffs. Like I said, they might play in the Big 12 title game again in a neutral site, and they could get their revenge then. I'm going Texas Tech. I don't know if I said it. Antonio's got Texas Tech. C's got BYU. I just hope we get a good game because it is the game of the week. And I think this type of matchup deserves its attention this week because they've earned it.
So you don't have none of Jasper's picks at this point?
No, he hasn't sent me anything yet.
Okay. So I'm because I'm writing down y'all stuff so I can Start my little art graphics ASAP.
All right. Let's move on to the NFL.
Oh God.
Let's start off first with our winners and losers in terms of the games that were played this week. Who we got?
See, there you go. See, represent, bro. Represent, man. I got you, my brother. Hold on. I got you.
Tyler Shook.
Hey, calm down, box office. Calm down. All right, loser for 2 straight weeks, bro. I don't know, bro. You can't even make these type of things up. I'm going to Cincinnati Bengals. Like, bro, you had the game. Like, the chance of you getting the onside kick is almost slim to none. You get the onside kick, you score, and then you still lose. Bruh, Cincinnati, bruh. Joe Flacco's playing well, but that defense, bruh, is bad. Like, I really feel like, y'all gonna both get me, but you're gonna feel me. I feel like I'm watching LSU with Jaden Daniels, Malik Neighbors, and them. The offense is gonna put up the points, but the defense, my God, like they find ways to lose the game. Jamar Chase tried to take the high road when they asked him in the locker room, but on the way to the locker room, he was like, bro, one stop, bro. That's all we gotta get is one stop. And you couldn't get that. So yeah, I think Cincinnati, bro. Now you seeing. Now I know they didn't trade Trey Hendrickson. Like, I know it's my birthday, so I didn't really see that. I know they traded my man, the linebacker. What's his name?
Logan Wilson to Dallas.
Wilson. But I just feel like Cincinnati, they were my Super Bowl pick. I thought when they got Flacco, they had a chance to maybe turn around until Burrow got back. But you can't lose games like this. I was wrong about their defense. I thought their defense could play maybe middle of the pack. It's bad. Like, it's awful. Their defense is terrible. So I'm going to say they're my biggest loser just because it's been so bad. But my biggest winner is the same division. Box office. That man is back. Lamar Jackson. Hey, I'm going to tell you, bro. You said that the Ravens was done. I'm here to tell you, brother. Oh no. Lamar Jackson, the Baltimore Ravens, bro, they show you. Like, Lamar, last year I told you, when me and you we had the big debate on the show, I said Lamar is the MVP. It's more of the MVP of the Ravens than Derrick Henry could ever be because that team goes as Lamar Jackson goes. Lamar Jackson's back, and bruh, they look like a totally different team. Now, yes, they lost some games early on, and they're going to have to claw their way out of it. But even though Pittsburgh got the win this week, which you consider their biggest winner because they beat the number 1 team in our power rankings, I'm okay with that. They're not far behind Pittsburgh. They have a chance to catch Pittsburgh. I'm saying that Baltimore will catch. I don't know if they'll catch them, but they'll make the playoffs. I'm here to tell you today, Baltimore is going to make the playoffs, bro. I watched the last 2 weeks. They're going to make the playoffs. Baltimore is my biggest winner. I know they would just beat the Dolphins. The Dolphins. But the Dolphins did light up the Falcons the week before.
Yeah, but that's just the Falcons.
Bro, Clancy, I needed some water, bro. Hold on, I need to give me some water.
All right, man. I'm gonna jump in. I'm gonna go with my winner first. Same. The Baltimore Ravens. I also said it was over for the Ravens. I believe, and I believed that at the time because I just thought it was too big of a hole for them to dig themselves out of. The Baltimore Ravens with Lamar is crazy, but the damn defense plays better when Lamar is there. And that was the reason before what were they like? They were 0-2 or 0-3 when Lamar was there at first.
Yeah, I want to say they were 1-3.
Yeah, there was something like that. But Lamar had put up like over 30 points in each game. It was the defense. So maybe the defense has gotten it together over his time off, and they can kind of compliment him putting up 30 points and winning. He put up 28 this week, and they held the Dolphins, which the Dolphins are sad. But they did light up the scoreboard the week before against Atlanta, like you said. So they showed they can still score. But I'll say they're my winners. My losers, and it's gonna sound crazy for me to call them the losers. I got two losers. I'll put it like that. First, I'm gonna be transparent. The Saints. Now, no, I didn't have them being good this year. No, I didn't have them making playoffs or anything like that this year. I've stated multiple times we are rebuilding, but this just looks bad. This looks horrible, man. I never anticipated them being this bad. Like they never were in the game. At no point during the game, even at 0-0, did it have any remnants of a Saints victory coming their way, right? And I will say this: Tyler Shuck he wasn't the reason why we lost, but you could see by looking at him, he damn sure wasn't going to be the reason why we won. And I just looked at it. I looked at it as just it's a bad look for the franchise as a whole. This season is a wash. I guess we have to play out the rest of the game. But this is the first year where I have not watched an entire Saints game every week. Every week I've always watched all the way to the last second of every game, the beginning kickoff to the last second. I checked out. I started playing with my grandchildren, man, at the in the fourth quarter of this game this past week, bro. So they're my first losers. My second losers are the dude you got the shirt on there, the Indianapolis Colts. They're my second loser. Reason why being you showed your hand. We thought that the Colts were basically we kind of thought they were unbeatable. You know, they had been playing like they were like nobody could really beat them. And it was because Jonathan Taylor was running wild. Danny Dimes was throwing nothing but dimes. But this time he went from Indiana Jones to New York Jones in 2.2 seconds. And they showed the chink in their armor. Now, can they bounce back from that? Of course. But this was a game where they could have stamped themselves. They could have really went out there and stamped themselves and said, hey, we the best in the league. You see what we just did to Pittsburgh, huh? And not saying Pittsburgh is one of the elite teams, because I don't believe they're an elite team either. But I think that they should have really went out there and whooped up on them. And they did not. So with that being said, they're a loser because they could have made a statement and they did not. And they may have made their road hard because now they're going to be playing them with confidence again. They're going to say, okay, they still the Colts. I thought they were somebody else. I thought they were like the Chiefs. No. They're the Colts. We can beat them.
All right. Well, in terms of your Saints, see, you're going to be spending a lot more time with your grandkids, it sounds like.
Wow.
Because it's going to continue.
Wow.
Which isn't the worst thing in the world. Hey, I know you're blessed to have grandkids, bro.
It's the only bad thing about it is I be trying to make my grandson watch the football.
Oh, come on, man! Stop torturing little kids.
And I don't want to ruin it, so I make them come down, sit down, and watch Red Zone with me.
Well, I'm going to start off with my winner, and that's the Pittsburgh Steelers. Look, the Steelers have been a little up and down, and me and X said it on a couple weeks ago. It's their defense, bro. Rodgers hasn't been Aaron Rodgers of 2011, but he's been very good. And I felt like the defense been holding them back. Finally, a good defensive effort by them. 6 turnovers for the Colts, which is god awful. We haven't had that since one Manning game against Chargers back in like 2009 or something. Look, I think we finally saw a Tomlin defense. Apparently, Jalen Ramsey talked to the team. He got him hyped up. TJ Watt looks like the TJ Watt that we're used to seeing. They did not allow Jonathan Taylor to do much. Danny Dimes kept turning it over. I'm not too worried about the Colts. Look, I didn't expect to be the 72 Dolphins. You can't. Yeah, it's hard to go 16-1 or whatever. We're gonna lose some games. The thing is, the Colts are still gonna win the division, so we're fine. But I want to say I was impressed by the Steelers' defense. They finally helped Aaron Rodgers out. And this was a huge win because the Ravens, like you said, X, they're creeping up on them. Now, after seeing that defensive effort, I have a lot of confidence in the Steelers. As long as they can keep playing like that, they can hold off the Ravens, and the Ravens still can make it as a wild card team, but you definitely don't want them to steal the division. So I was impressed by the Steelers' defense. If they can keep playing that way, they're going to be scary. My loser, the Green Bay Packers. The issue with the Packers is they play up to their competition, they play down to their competition.
Yeah.
They've lost to the Browns, they lost to the Panthers, they tied the Dallas Cowboys. These should have been 3 easy wins.
Yeah.
3 easy wins. They beat teams like Pittsburgh and Detroit. So I really don't know what I'm getting out of Green Bay. I don't think it's a good sign though, because coming to the playoffs, you have one off game, you're gonna get eliminated. I'm not sold on Jordan Love yet. He has to show me more. By this time in Brett Favre's career, he did more. By the time of Aaron Rodgers' career, he did more. They all won Super Bowls at age 27. Jordan Love's 27. He doesn't even have to win a Super Bowl, but ball out in the playoffs and take him to the NFC title game. That will be enough for me as of right now. And he hasn't done it. I think the reason I know the reason. The reason they lose to the Browns and the Panthers is because that offense doesn't pull the game away. The defense does a good job. The defense keeps it usually low scoring and everything, but the offense, man, they let these teams hang around. I need Jordan Love to get up there and just blow the hell out of these teams out. So Green Bay plays around too much, and like I said, they beat Detroit in week 1. They're not going to win that division. They couldn't have started the week 1 off better. Now you play Philadelphia. You got to go to Detroit soon. You got the Bears twice, who are not easy to play. They got to go to Denver, and they got to play Baltimore. Green Bay, bruh, is not going to win that division. They're not.
Detroit slipped one up this week, too. I felt like, I don't know what team that was.
Yeah, at least they lost to a divisional opponent that knows them, that was coming off a bye. I think the Vikings is a better loss than Carolina. But I do want to give a shout out to Carolina.
You did, for sure.
I told y'all they were going to be better than the Saints this year, and they are. They're 5-4. They got the same record as the Chiefs. I know it sounds funny, but they do.
They look okay. They can run the football. I can say that. Them boys can run the football. God.
Dave Canales is changing things around slowly over there. Bryce Young doesn't look elite, but hey, whatever gets the wins. They're getting by. They're getting wins. I still don't expect them to make the playoffs, but if they can go 8-9 this year, I think that's awesome for Carolina.
Right.
So those are my winners and losers.
Okay.
All right, let's move on to the trade deadline. Give me your winners and losers in the trade deadline. It could be a player, it could be a team, it could be a GM, anything. Go ahead.
Look at right there, dude. I swear. He knows where I'm going with my winner, man. He knows how much I like Sauce Gardner. Oh, damn. The go to the home run right there, bro. They did, bro. I gotta give him. Hey, I don't think the Jets lost in the trade because the Jets are like stockpiling first round picks, which I understand they needed. They need a lot of help. But, bruh, I feel like that's going to reignite Sauce Gardner. playing for a contender like the Colts right now. I love the pick. I thought the Colts secondary could use a boost, and you add a guy like Sauce Gardner. I'm not mad at them for going to do that trade. And to me, they're the clear winners. Now they have a guy that they can go ahead and put on your best receiver. If that's Nico Collins in the division and they're playing against Houston, I got a guy that I'm gonna put on your best receiver. If it's, I mean, Calvin really sometimes checks himself out for whatever reason. He's hurting my fantasy team. Come on, Calvin, really, man, you gotta play, bro. And then who is it? Brian Thomas Jr. for Jacksonville. We got Sauce Gardner for you. So shout out to Indianapolis. I will say they're my biggest winner. My biggest loser, Ace, I'm going to go a different direction. I'm going to go with the Saints, bro. I am. I feel like the Saints should have traded everybody. The Saints should have just was like, you know what? We're going to send you here. We're going to send you there. They said they sent Rashid Shaheed to Seattle. And I'm like, okay, you send Rashid Shaheed, but you can send Olave. I heard the Steelers really wanted Olave bad. I heard Denver really wanted Olave bad. Get something for these guys, bro. You're going to have to rebuild that entire roster at this point. As long as it's not our, like, I think the offensive line, I think we have something there. I do. I think that we can build on it. They're young, but Alvin Kamara, I know what he said. See, I know you don't want to hear this. And Alvin Kamara is my favorite Saints player. He gotta go. See, he gotta go. See, he gotta go. And we let him stay. I hate that we traded Rashid Shaheed because I don't know. Like I feel like if you're gonna trade him, why not just trade everybody? Why not just trade everybody? I think the Saints could have added. They already have the number 1 pick in the draft right now, currently. Just add. Send Kamara here. Send Olave here. Send DeMario Davis here. You're not winning. You just said, see, it's hard to even watch. Why not let these guys go play for a contender and build up our draft stock? I heard they talked about trading Cam Jordan. They should have traded Cam Jordan. Cam Jordan can come back and retire as a Saint regardless. No, that's not no big deal. Let him go out. Let us get something for it. I think the Saints just trading Trevor Penning and Rashid Shaheed is crazy. They should trade everybody.
All right.
I'm just saying the truth, see.
X, you trade them for what? These people
Picks.
Bruh, they don't have no value.
Bruh, yeah, picks always have value if you have good evaluators.
Bruh, I'm ready to face it. Hell, we got Loomis, bruh. We don't have good evaluators.
You might not make it after this year, my brother.
You right. It's time to face up to it. Loomis is crap without Sean Payton pulling the trigger. All right. So, and the trade of Trevor Penning shows that. It shows that. And let me go with my winners and losers first, man.
Okay.
All right. So, winners. I got 2 winners, bro.
Okay.
I got the Indianapolis Colts because the Sauce Gardner pickup to an already good team was dope. That was dope. That shows that they're actually putting in. They're trying to win now.
Yep.
And I think it was good for Sauce too. I think it was good for Sauce. He needed to get the hell out of New York, as everybody does. So I got them as a winner, and the other one, I saw some people had them as a loser, but the Dallas Cowboys, bro.
I like the Quinn Williams trade.
I like the moves they made, bro. I like the fact they went to the Jets and they got Quentin Williams. He is a stud at tackle, bro. He's a stud at tackle. And Jerry, I don't know if Jerry's just trying to make a point saying that, yeah, we need to be able to stop the run. And he's getting running, stopping tackles at the trade deadline as well. But I think that was a great pickup, man. I think that was a great pickup. And they picked up, what's the Bengals linebacker name?
Wilson.
Damn, what was his name? Wilson, yeah. Yeah, so they picked them up. I think they did good. And honorable mention as a winner, Jacoby Myers. He ain't forgetting the hell out of Vegas, bro. He went over there to a Jacksonville team that didn't quite need receivers, but I think they're trying to make up for Travis Hunter being out. And I think he's gonna be a good fit over there. All right, losers. Brees Hall. He's still in New York, bro. He wanted to get the hell out of New York, bro, and they would not let him go, bro. You talk about people was calling about Olave. Everybody wanted Brees Hall, and he stuck there, man. He made a statement saying, "Man, I'm happy for my guys, but I'm pissed." You know what I'm saying? He was ready to get out of New York too, man. So he's my loser easily. And maybe I ain't gonna say the Saints. I actually think the Saints did the right thing. They moved. They had to come up off of one-hour receivers. I think you keep Olave. Olave to me is the better receiver out of Shaheed and Olave. And Trevor Penny, you can't do nothing with him, bro. We can't do nothing with him, bro. We done tried to move him to guard. It still ain't working. Our O-line is terrible. That's why I didn't care for them picking another team O-line.
They're young.
They're bad.
Bro.
And I think that you trade Trevor Penny when you can still get something for him, because you're not gonna bring him back. You already didn't pick up his option. You're not gonna bring him back. Go ahead and get something for him. So that's something. Now I wouldn't have unloaded all these pieces like you said.
What piece did I say? Okay, I didn't say. I know that the rumors out there like Alante Taylor. I didn't say give up Alante Taylor. He's young. I'm cool with keeping him. I'm not saying Olave is the one young guy I did say give up, just because I think you could have got some real value for Olave, like some real value. I think they would have given. What's crazy? I think a team would have given up a first round for Olave, which I don't know if I would, but I'm not going to say I know I wouldn't give up a first round for Olave.
Yeah, I mean, I believe we could have got some value out of him, but I also believe that he's young enough to, if you do get this ship on the right course next year, that's one less position you have to look for. You look for a number one receiver, he's gonna be your number two.
See, we getting on the right ship next year.
What?
The Saints gonna be good next year. See, come on, see. Now you know better than that. The Saints gonna be at best.
Oh, it depends on the move, but that's one less move.
No, at best, I think we're an average team next year. Like when
you started to rebuild. A rebuild usually takes 3 to 5 years.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's gonna take some time. Like,
who's on the right course. I was excited.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was excited to go into this season because I know we got to see what we have, and I see what we got. We ain't got shit.
Okay, so why not unload the Cam Jordan? Let him go try to win. Why not unload the Demario Davises of the world? Let him try to go win.
Hey, I don't give a damn about them boys going to win. I don't care nothing about them boys. I'm a Saints fan. I'm not no fan of them boys.
Why keep him? Why keep him in New Orleans? That's what I'm saying.
He wants them suffering.
Bro, but we got winning with them.
I'm suffering. They're the reason why I'm suffering. You sit your ass down and suffer too. You don't get to go be a winner on another team. No, sit your ass down here and suffer with me.
What? Oh my God! See you. Hey, bro. Hey, God knew not to make me a GM and you be the coach, because me and you, we would fall out, bro. I'd be like, see, why are you wanting these guys to stay?
I'll say, X, if you trade them, what are they going to give you for Cam Jordan, bro?
Hey, if they give me anything for Cam Jordan, I'm taking it. A 6th round pick. Let me get that. Oh, yeah, let me get that. I need that. Hey, I'm telling you. You wild, see, bro.
All right, I'll go next. Obviously, the Saints are losers, but y'all said it, so I'm not going to continue. They should sell everyone. I don't know what the hell the point of holding on to Kamara and Olave is. You're losing with them. You can't win 2 games with them. You might as well get a 4th-round pick, a 3rd-round pick.
Yep,
Or
I agree.
Yeah, I don't know what the Saints are doing, but my other loser though is Cincinnati. Bruh, stop doing this to Trey Hendrickson. Now you're gonna lose him at the end of the year for nothing. I will be shocked if Trey Hendrickson is a Cincinnati Bengal next year. They literally were asking for a 1st-round pick. I'm not saying that that's terrible, but at the same time, you got to be willing to open up a little bit there because you are risking losing him for nothing. Shamar Stewart, X's boy, terrible. He's got two tackles all year, bro. That's all he's done.
He got in late. Calm down.
So he doesn't look like the replacement. Their defense already looks bad. He didn't play this week, so when Chase and Chase Brown were talking smack about the offense, they weren't talking about Trey Hendrickson. He's the only one that shows up on that defense, and they should have gotten something out of it, bro. I don't know what the Bengals are doing. And not only that, they didn't do anything else to improve the defense. My winners, my Indianapolis Colts, bro. Apparently, the Colts called the Saints for Alontae Taylor. That was actually what the Colts first did before going after Sauce. Now, apparently the Saints didn't like what the Colts offered, and I don't know what that is. I have not heard what it is. I just heard it was for Alontae Taylor. Bruh, now I'm happy. I'm happy the Saints said no. I'm ecstatic about Sauce being an Indianapolis Colt. I can't believe he's in an Indianapolis Colt. I knew the Colts were going to do something. I wasn't expecting this. 2 first-round picks and A.D. Mitchell. Look, the 2 first-round picks are going to be late picks. So I don't have a trouble. They're going to be at least 25X. Like at least
I might lose out, bro. Calm down, bro.
No. They're going to be 2 they're going to be 2 late first-round picks. But that was the issue with the Colts was the secondary. Now that secondary looks completely different. We've got Sauce on one side. We got Travarius Ward on the other. We've got Kenny Moore in the slot. Will Bynum as a safety. And the other safety is Nick Cross, who's on a rookie deal and has looked very solid. I love it. I think this is a win-now move. They should do this. Now the Colts could grab that number 1 seed, and they're going to be scary at home. I'm not saying they're going to win the Super Bowl, but they're in the mix, bro. They're in the mix. Even the odds in the AFC now are the Chiefs, the Bills, and then the Colts to win the AFC. Right where we want to be. I love what Chris Ballard did. Chris Ballard gets a lot of flack because he's not the type to go get players from other teams. He likes drafting his own guys and developing that way. And he's done a good job. He drafted Quinn Nelson, Jonathan Taylor, Michael Pittman, now Tyler Warren. He finally went out and said, you know what? Let me take a shot at Sauce Gardner. He's under contract till 2030. He's only 25 years old. I think this is a home run for the Colts. This is a win-now move, and I'm excited.
Hey, I do want to say this, bro. I wanted to tell you this a little short earlier. But, hey, bro, y'all own a Carly Irsay? I like her, bro. Irsay, there you go. I like her, bro. Bruh, she is dope. How she wants to be on the sideline and hear everything and try to understand the verbiage. Like, I don't know, you don't see owners trying to, see it from a different aspect of just the owner. She's out there, she's trying to learn the terminologies, she's trying to understand the game. Hey, man, shout out to her, man. I did want to tell you that.
I at first wasn't the happiest about that because I kind of pictured it like micromanaging and it was like too much, but it's working. So
it's working for sure.
It's working. I don't care then. The new Colts owners are Orly Ursa and her sisters. They're our future going forward. It's working, so I'm happy with it.
All right. Real quick, you just mentioned something. You said the Colts called the Saints initially for Alante Taylor, right?
Yep.
That's my point. I'm sure that they gave a low ball offer to the Saints for Alante Taylor. Nothing close to what they gave for Sauce Walker. Which is understandable, but I guarantee you it was nowhere close.
Yeah,
The
it
Saints
definitely
players, huh?
It definitely wasn't.
The what I'm saying, the value is that the Saints players have no value right now because we are losing. So I'm not. It's just like in fantasy. I don't care what you talking about. I'm not sending you a player that I know is good for low just because they're losing. It's not gonna happen. You're
Let me
gonna
ask
have
you
to.
this.
Yeah, but Kamara is a little older. I don't think it's apples to apples. Like Kamara is near 30 years old, while Alante Taylor's probably like 24. So
See,
holding on to
I'm
Taylor
not
makes
giving you
sense.
Kamara for no 7th-round pick.
No, but I think for example, the Chiefs called the Jets about Brees Hall, and the Jets wanted a 3rd-round pick, and the Jets said no. No, the Jets said we want 3rd-round pick. The Chiefs said we'll give you a 4th-rounder, and I think Kamara's worth the 3rd-rounder.
And that's what I'm saying. So imagine what they offer the Saints if they offer that for Brees Hall.
Probably better.
Brees Hall's way younger than Kamara.
Yeah, I think probably like a 4th round. I think they'll put off like a 4th round.
I'm not giving you fucking Kamara for a 4th round.
I would. Hey, that's why I'm different than you. And I'm gonna tell you this. So see, on top of that, I would have given Alante Taylor for a 2nd round at AD Mitchell. If they would have offered that to me, they could have Alante Taylor. And I like Alante Taylor. I do.
I'd have took that.
I would have took it too.
I would have took that because AD Mitchell. How tall is AD Mitchell?
He's like 6'1".
He's 6'1". He's taller than any of the wide receivers we have except for Vele.
And he's still young. And he's still super young.
He's still young. And we could have did something with a 2nd rounder. But I guarantee you they didn't offer no 2nd rounder. They probably offered a 5th rounder.
No, I don't know about that.
I'm telling you, bro. That's what these teams do. They lowball you because, man, you need to just be getting rid of your players anyway. Oh, no, man, you call the wrong GM because I'm not just getting rid of my players because we losing. They're going to go over here. They'll die over here.
The Jets got 2 first rounds. 2 first rounders for him.
Huh?
The Jets are like at the bottom of the barrel too, and the Jets got 2 first rounders for Sauce.
But Sauce Walker has a name. He's also been defensive rookie of the year.
Sauce Gardner.
I knew he kept saying the rap. I got you. I knew what you meant, my brother. I'm surprised they didn't get rid of Garrett Wilson too.
That's what I was looking for. I thought that they were gonna get rid of Garrett Wilson, and I was like, shit, send that boy to the Saints. Let's put them both on. Let's put Olave over here and Wilson over there. Now I'd have did that.
What the Jets are doing is what I think the Saints should have done.
That's what I think they should have did. But the Jets, I would have gave up Brees Hall. I would have gave him up.
Because the Jets next year have 2 firsts and 2 seconds. The year after, they have, I want to say, 3 firsts and 2 seconds.
But here's my thing, bro. The more when you're replacing young players like that, when you're trading off young players like that, that's another position you have to be looking for. So for those players to develop that you're going to draft, that you're looking at, unless you just hit on a stud, you got 2-3 years that you'll have to be drafted at. So that means we're going to still be 2-3 years behind where we are now. Brees Hall already showed that he's a stud.
Well, that's my point about Kamara, though. I think Kamara should be a no-brainer because he's older.
Bruh. The Chiefs pick, you will take a Chiefs pick that they probably offered a 5th rounder, maybe a 6th rounder. It's gonna be a late 5th or 6th rounder. Nah, man, Kamara died here, bro. You're not going nowhere,
bro. What? I would want to see, like, this is my thing. Like
pick
you
a
said,
plot.
like we said about Spencer Rattler and Tyler Shuck. Like you have to see what you got in Tyler Shuck. I would have wanted to see what I have in Devin Neal. Let me see it. Because I'm pretty sure Neal thinks he could be an every down back in the league. Every kid believes that. So let me see what I have with these young guys when Kendra Miller finally gets himself together. Let me see what I got with those guys. So when I get to the draft, when I get to free agency, I can look at it at the whole and say, okay, I know Devin Neal finished the season strong for me. I'm going to rock with him. I need to focus more here. I just think when you have Alvin Kamara, it just, for what?
Yeah, for what? I could maybe understand Olave because he's young.
Yeah, he's young.
Maybe, but Kamara, bro, come on. And Kamara doesn't even look the same anymore. I know. See, you've been talking about they haven't been using him a certain way, whatever way they've been using him, he looks like trash, though. He actually looks bad this year.
Hey, man, and I hate to say it because that's going to be another little feather in box office's cap. I think we missed on our coach, bro. I think we missed on Kellen Moore, bro. He's supposed to be an offensive. He's supposed to be an offensive guru, bro. Our offense stinks. How many? Let me ask you this, bro.
I hate when you.
So tell me this. Tell me this. So Kamara, he just forgot how to play football. He don't.
He's getting older. See.
He's old. He can't play football anymore. But y'all want,
bro? He's the same class as CMCX. Come on now,
bro. He's not CMC though.
I agree, but come on, bro. They look like two different planets.
But he plays in a totally different system too, and a different team around him.
But right. He looks bad. He doesn't even look like the same like running back,
bro. Let me tell you, if you watch the Saints games, they're not using Kamara how he's been used in past years. Period.
No, but he's the same coach as those guys. He's a different
exactly. Kellen Moore's been ass, bro. Look. So what one staple that the Saints have had is the little short screen passes to Kamara. He takes those and takes them 20 yards every game. He hadn't done that one game this year. When he's running Kamara, this fool is running Kamara right up the middle. Bro, what the hell are you doing? Kamara's strength is him getting to the outside in space and outrunning everybody.
Dog, 30 years old, bro.
Also, he's got one touchdown this year. That's what bothers me. One touchdown?
Hey,
like, come on, bro.
Kellen Moore is gonna turn it around. Y'all gonna see.
No, he's not.
Bro, why y'all hate on Kellen Moore?
Kellen Moore is gonna be out of there.
Right now, I would have rather bring Kubiak back as the offensive coordinator or the head coach because he actually knew how to use the offense. He actually when we were healthy last year, we looked way better than we do healthy now. And I know we had a totally different quarterback, but we had the same offensive tools besides that. And I guarantee you that if we had Kubiak there, he would know how to use these tools better than Kellen Moore is using them. For instance, we just got Taysom Hill back. And he tried to use Taysom Hill as quarterback a couple of times, like damn near a whole series this past week, which I'm not opposed to, but it's just like he wasn't running the right plays. It's really just the play calling that I don't like.
I think he's figuring things. Like you have to give him a chance, right? This is like box office. You always don't want to be like, give the guy a chance. Like you can't just want to fire a guy. Like he's trying to
say fire him, but I'm just saying like it doesn't look good.
But he has the worst roster in the NFL.
Like but he also drafted Tyler Shuck, so it's like
he did.
He's got to make Tyler Shuck look decent by year 3, and I don't see it, bro.
No. If they get the number 1 pick in the draft, bro, And Ty said, like I know we talked about it. I'm not saying Alabama's going to go on to win the national championship, but I'm with box office. If they did win it, they're drafting a quarterback, bro. They're going to draft. At number one, they're going to take a quarterback. If it's like somebody like Ty Simpson or something, if one of those quarterbacks that are the upper echelon, and you think it to yourself, okay, I got to take somebody, he's going to take that quarterback, bro. He will. See, you don't have to like
none of these quarterbacks coming out is a damn franchise quarterback,
Ty
bro.
Simpson, bro, he's looked good. I'm saying he's gonna lose this week, but he has looked good.
Right, he don't look like no franchise quarterback. I'm not ecstatic. I'd rather roll with Rattler.
Well, my thing is this: even if you draft a quarterback in the first round next year, you're basically admitting you missed on your second round pick.
I think you have to humble yourself.
But that's not a good look to start off.
It's not. But I mean,
and then he has to hit on that first rounder, because if he doesn't, then he's out of there in 2 years.
Right.
So
here's the thing. Here's the thing, man. If you missed on this, you admit you're missing on the second rounder. You're also, like you said, you have to hit on this first rounder that you take with the first pick. None of these guys that's coming out this year look like they need to be the first, that like they're going to be a franchise quarterback. And
you're kind of forced to draft in a draft where you're not sure if any of them are real. Yeah.
Right, exactly. So it'd be different if you had, let's say it was last year's draft, and you had the people who were up for the first draft picks, right? So damn, what's my man's name? He slipped my mind.
It was Caleb Williams, Bo Nix, Penix,
Drake May. No, not that draft. That draft was dope. I'd love to have had the first draft in that draft.
Who was last year? I thought that was last year.
No. Tennessee quarterback.
Cam Ward. You're talking about this
year. Cam Ward.
Okay.
Cam Ward, right? So you had Cam Ward, Shadur Sanders, Jackson Dart. Any of those players, they would be number one in this draft, and you could stake your reputation on that. You could possibly stake your reputation on that.
I think you sleeping on man. I think you sleeping on.
I'm not staking my reputation on no damn Ty Simpson. Man, are you crazy, bro? No, bro.
Hey, I think you sleep. I'm not saying he will. Hey, I gotta see more. But right now, he looks good. The Georgia game is what I'm pointing to. That guy I saw against Georgia. I like that kid, man. I like that kid a lot.
Bro.
I'm just saying. Hey, man, why y'all get mad at me? And let me tell you another thing. You trade Olave and you think like the Jets do. And you move around because even if you have
I ain't doing shit like the Jets do.
Listen, they did better than y'all today.
Hold on, listen, see.
But I guarantee you will be more relevant before the Jets won.
Even if you have that first pick in the draft, I mean you have to draft in the first pick overall. You know how much a team will come up that does like Ty Simpson for that number one pick? You know how much draft capital you can get if a team believes in Ty Simpson? I'm just saying, like, no, you gotta look at your pieces on the board and say, how can I maximize my value? You see me working in the NBS league, how I shook back. Hey!
I'm just saying, like, from the start, I was not trying to hate. I was like, bro,
I can't see you down now, bro.
Hey, see, send me a trade after this show. I
can't see you down there, man. I'm up here looking down, bro.
Hey, bro. Hey, whoa, big fella. All right, box office. Go ahead, man.
All right. I'm saying is, I'm not marketing my future. Kellen Moore gonna have to show me something, bro. Yes. Everybody, you said we had a worst roster in the league, bro. I believe I can call better plays than him with that roster.
The dude just was the offensive coordinator of the Super Bowl winning team, bro. Be respectful, man. You're such a hater, bro. I swear, dog. You're ridiculous, bro. I swear. Look, see his computer kicked him up and said something so crazy. I can call plays better than. Oh my god. Okay, go ahead, box office.
I just know him and Jasper said the Saints can win 11 games.
I didn't say that. I said the Saints was going to be terrible this year, just to be honest.
Yeah, but you said that Spencer Rattler's the future.
I will say this, and I stand by this. He's in the wrong situation because I do think if he was in a situation where the team was good around him, I do think Spencer Rattler could be a franchise quarterback. That's what I'll say. He might not be our future, but if he gets traded to a team this offseason, he may end up being look Daniel Jones. Oh, that's y'all franchise quarterback now.
It is, but I mean, he's winning though.
That's what I'm saying. But he didn't win early on. That's all I'm saying. Spencer Rattler showed me enough where I can say I think that he can be a franchise quarterback somewhere. I do. I believe that. And I'm not just saying that just because I'm trying to hold on to it. No, I'm serious. I really believe he can be a franchise quarterback.
I agree. And look, this is going to sound terrible, but pause in advance. I would love for Tyler Shuck to be the guy. He's 6'5", 240, runs a 4.5, has all the measurables. Big guy. Pause in advance. I love big guys. So if you have him be the guy, that's great. He just doesn't look it right now. And he is a rookie, yes. But Spencer Rattler had one bad game. That was that Bear game was the bad game. And if that's his bad game, that's his worst game, I can live with it. But I understand why they made the switch. They wanted to see what they had with Shuck. And I think at the end of the season, they're going to try to offload one of them. And nobody's going to trade for either one of them without any tape on them. So you have to have some tape on both of them. And I think that was a plan from the beginning. You let Rattler go out there, lose a bunch of games, and then let Shuck go out there and lose some more games and see who looks the best. So you keep the one who looks the best, or whoever you can get something back for.
Yep.
Who's gonna win a game first? The Saints, LSU, or the Pelicans?
LSU's gonna win this week, so we ain't tripping.
Yeah.
You're a hater, man. Hey, you know what's gonna be funny if the coach just collapsed from here on out.
That'll be hilarious, bro.
Bruh. You're gonna hate me. The box office. I don't even talk in the chat. I swear to God, I will be in the chat every day, all day talking.
I bet you will, because you ain't in it right now. And get breaking news: the Pelicans have won their first game of the season.
Yes.
Even the Pelicans have won a game before LSU and the Saints.
Who we beat tonight? I know it's, like I said,
Bro, we have wins. Shut up, man.
I'm saying the last couple weeks. Y'all beat the crappy Hornets.
I'm telling you, our ass out of here then.
Congrats. I think we should start Mardi Gras tonight after that victory.
Hey, hold on, calm down. Your Pistons ain't just rolling now.
Hey, no, Pistons are starting to get rolling. They finally got in the groove. They're better than the Pelicans. Don't worry.
I'm better than the Pelicans. What's that saying?
That means they just better than y'all's team.
I like it.
Hey man, don't let it be another year where all my teams are better than like it was last year, bro. Oh my god, I love when y'all ignore me in the chat. When y'all ignore me in the chat, that's like throwing in the white towel. I already know you.
I don't even pay attention to that chat. That's y'all crazy.
Well, that's because y'all losing. All right, y'all. We're getting to our picks, so see if you want to get your son to be ready in about 10 minutes. Let's get to our NFL picks. Let's start off with the standings.
I'm horrible. I know I'm horrible at that. I ain't lying.
Antonio had another big week. The only game he got wrong was the Cowboys last night, who everybody got wrong. Antonio's at 33-22. Somehow Jasper is second at 29-26. I am at 25-30, still under 500. C, you're 22-33. And X, you are dead last at 20-35.
Damn, I caught X.
Yeah.
I got every game wrong last week, bro.
He was terrible. Oh
Thanks,
my
bro. Thanks,
God.
Hey, bro, I literally switched to the Texans. I'm like, bro, no Sertan, bro. I'm like, bro, we gonna get that one. They jump out on the Broncos. I'm like, yeah. And then, man, CJ Stroud gets hurt. That was weak, bro. That was
all right. Let's get to it. Thursday night game, not the best game, but we know how these primetime games have been. Raiders at Broncos, divisional game. Who we got?
I got the Broncos.
We got the Broncos.
All right. Antonio went with the Broncos. I'm sure Jasper will too. I'm going with the Broncos. Hey, man, they look good. Even they get a lot of these ugly wins as well. I think that's a good thing though. Like you're gonna have those type of games in the playoffs. I like where the Broncos are trending. Anytime you get a win without your best defensive player, that's a big thing. I think Broncos get it done.
Jasper picked the NFL games.
He has not gotten back to me.
Okay.
All right. Next game, interesting one. We got the Pats at Tampa.
Ooh. So I didn't even look at nothing before the show because I normally look at stuff before the show, but it's been crazy. They busy.
Antonio's got Tampa.
I'm gonna take Tampa was on a bye this past week, huh?
Yep. That's what makes it interesting.
I'm gonna take Tampa too. Yeah, I think Bucky Irvin's gonna come back. I got Tampa.
I got the Pats, bro. The Pats been. I'm impressed with the Pats this year, bro. I'm going with the Pats.
I've got the Bucks. I just love picking teams off a bye. I don't like that they're beat up, but man, the Pats are due for a loss. The Bucks are off a bye. I'm gonna go Tampa at home. Next game, we got the Jags at the Texans.
I got Houston. I think that them talking about trading BTJ. I don't like that. Travis Hunter's out. I got Houston. I feel good about that.
Hey, they were talking about it, but they didn't do it.
You're right.
I got the Jacksonville Jaguars, bro. I think they're just a better team this year.
Okay, Antonio's got the Texans. I'm going to go with the Houston Texans. I have a feeling Stroud will play. I like their defense. Their offense has been chirping. But the Jags, man, they're too up and down as well. They could have very well lost to Vegas, but they beat the Chiefs. I just don't know what I'm getting out of them. I got the Texans. Tricky game, though. Next game, we got the Rams at the Niners. Antonio's got the Rams.
It's at the Niners, you said?
Yep, it's in Santa Clara.
Purdy, man. I'm going to say it like this. I got the 49ers if Purdy plays. I'll say it like that. I know it's not a fair. I have the Rams, but I just think that, man, Purdy comes back. The Niners are figuring it out, bro. I'm going to take the Niners. Go ahead.
I got the Rams, man. I got the Rams. I could argue that they have the best quarterback play going on in the NFL right now. And I just, like I said, I look at Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua. That's a crazy duo, bro.
Yep.
That's a crazy duo. And I think that's enough for them to beat the Niners.
If y'all remember, when we were picking our MVPs, I actually picked Stafford first because of that duo, and then my dumbass switched to CJ Stroud.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking, but Stafford and Jonathan Taylor look like the MVPs through whatever weeks we're at. It's hard to mess up as a quarterback when you got those two. This is a revenge game. If y'all remember, they played on Thursday night when Mac Jones had that big game
yeah.
and the Niners pulled it out. I think the Rams get revenge. I got the Rams.
That's why I picked the Niners. I'm like, bro, they beat them with Mac Jones. And Puka was nicked up in that Saints game. I know they said he could have came back, but
Yeah.
I'm a little worried about Puka.
All right. Sunday night game. Steelers at the Chargers.
Brother, Steelers, bro. Golly. They just beat the Colts, and I picked against them. I'm going to take the Chargers because they're at home.
Woo! Boy, I don't like now one of these motherfuckers, boy.
That's tough.
I think the Chargers better, bro. Go with the Chargers.
All right, Antonio's got the Steelers, and I've definitely got the Steelers. I think that the Chargers are unfortunately done. Joe Alt out.
Oh, I forgot.
They already lost Rashawn Slater. Their center's been out. They traded for the Saints, Trevor Penning, but I just don't think it's enough, bro. I feel bad for Harbaugh and I feel bad for Herbert because he's been getting beat up anytime Alt's been out. They're not the same team without Alt and Slater. They're not. And I think the Steelers finally woke up. I think TJ Watt's going to have field day. Cam Hayward's going to have a good day. Antonio's picking the Steelers because he sees the same thing with his Chargers. I got Pittsburgh.
You want to switch his seat?
Yeah, I'm switching. I'm switching to Pittsburgh, bro. I forgot Joe Alt was hurt, bro.
He's out for the year, bro, and I think that's huge.
And you know what? I was thinking about that earlier, and I said that too. I said, I don't think I'm going to pick the Chargers ever again. and sure enough, I bring my dumb ass on here and pick them right off.
Like it's too much injuries. Alt, Slater, but Omarion Hampton.
They're so up and down, man.
But the Steelers, I think,
they did look good this week, though. They did. I slept on them, but they just so up and down for me.
I expect to see the same Steelers this week. So watch out for that D-line, O-line matchup. Okay. All right. Monday Night Football, we couldn't ask for a better one. Eagles at the Packers.
I got Philly.
I don't trust the Eagles, but I really don't trust the Packers.
They're at home. The Packers at home.
I don't care, man.
God. You know what I mean? You picked against every game except for that Broncos game, and I may switch to the Raiders just because I hate when we all pick the same picks.
Hey, bro, you're going to be the one to change because I'm not switching the damn Raiders. I'm going with the Eagles, bro.
Okay.
I don't like Green Bay, bro. I just think that they have a lot of talent and don't have the results that it means. It was early in this season, we were all thinking that they were the best team in football, just probably 4 weeks ago. And now, I mean, they just don't even look like close to they did.
Eagles off a bye. I think it's a no-brainer. Antonio's got the Eagles. I've got the Eagles. The Packers are going to have to show me more, especially Jordan Love, like I said earlier. I've got Philly, man. I've got the Eagles.
Pick, man. Y'all, bro, I hate when we pick. Bro, TikTok, like, they love, like, bro, like, literally, I swear to God, Monday night, I was like, I'm going to put out a graphic. I said, man, we all picked the Cowboys. I'm not going to put one out. Just watch this happen. They would have roasted us, bro.
I think even if we agree, for example, everybody's got the Broncos Thursday. I think you should still put them out because these primetime games been crazy.
Well, hey, bro, I swear they roast us every week. They're like, hey.
They should, though.
They like, tell me you don't know ball. Tell me you don't know ball.
Those people acting like they picked Arizona.
I just hesitated. Who the hell did y'all pick this past?
I'll be on that. I'm like, bro, Y'all can come on the show and talk sports with us. Hey, if you really like that, come tell us about why we should take. Because I got to hear you tell me that I'm going to take the Giants to beat the Eagles on a Thursday night game. Like, who's doing that, bro? Like, nobody. Like, we got Mac Jones and backups of the 49ers beating the Rams. Like, come on, man. Like, we not getting.
Cap. None of them had that, bro.
Bro, it's crazy.
Man, I had Arizona. I'm pissed. I swear to God, bro, Arizona's better with Jacoby Brissett.
I agree.
They are.
Bro, I read a stat, something like Trey McBride, with all these games he's had with Murray, he's only caught 2 touchdowns. And now with Jacoby Brissett in like 3 weeks, he's caught more touchdowns with him than Kyler.
Jacoby Brissett lost me a fantasy game last night. And I was like going in, I think I was up 5 or something like that, and I had Dallas's defense. And I was like, Jacoby Brissett might put up 11 points. This motherfucker had like 20-something in the first half. I was like, damn, boy, I'm getting my ass whooped by Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah, what he does is he just puts the ball in the right spot.
Yeah.
That he just does the right play. And I think Kyler pisses me off because he doesn't have good chemistry with McBride and Harrison. And you see it because Jacoby Brissett with less time has better chemistry with them.
And it's just because he's had the experiences of being on different teams and learning under good coaching and under better quarterbacks to know the decisions to make. So I think his decision making is just light years ahead of Kyler's. Kyler's physical ability might be better than him, but Jacoby Brissett's decision making is just light years ahead of his.
I agree. Is your son ready or
he's ready to go, man? We got. I'm gonna say hoops with Hunter. I don't know. We're gonna come up with something, but here we go, baby.
I like that.
Talk basketball.
What's good? What's good?
And he got the setup. He got the mic. He got the jerseys in the background.
We ready?
Let me see what jersey you got, man. Take that, LeBron James.
I can't believe he got
The greatest player to ever touch the basketball.
Oh man!
I just got this. I went to the Pels game. I shot with my dad, but you already know his work right there. I ain't even gotta say nothing about this boy. I ain't gotta say nothing about that man.
Hunter, I don't think you could have started a show off worse, bro. Come on, man. We got James Harrison, who doesn't show up in the playoffs. We got LeBron, who's under 500 in the finals, and we got injury-prone Anthony Davis. Come on, man.
What you said about these two? What you said about this one?
Under 500 in the finals.
What that mean?
That means he's got to show up, man.
He did. He showed up by going 8 years in a row.
His biggest test in the East was a midget Isaiah Thomas.
What? DeMar DeRozan, Paul George? What are you talking about?
But I'm gonna leave you alone. You go ahead.
Come on now.
Bro, you need to understand that box office. The boy not gonna let you make it easy, bro. He's smart.
Crazy.
Well, tell us what's going on in basketball, man. And we'll argue with you about a debate with you, but what you got for us?
Well, first thing I guess I want to talk about is the top 5 teams I see so far in the NBA. I think the top 5 teams will have to be, of course, starting at number 1 for sure is OKC. They're 7-0. They're probably going to be 8-0 after this game today. They're playing the Clippers right now. And the second team, I'll probably say, even though their record isn't the best, it's going to be the Cavs. Just matching up with anybody else, I think they're probably the second best team. Definitely the best in the East. I don't think anybody else is better than them. And then the third team, they have a 5-1 start. Is the Spurs. They're really good right now. Wemby is amazing, of course. Then we have my team, the Lakers, at 4. The 4 and 5 spot is kind of at the top. Yeah, the top 5. So 4 and 5 spot is kind of like tied between like I got like 2 honorable mentions as well. And the Rockets at 5, at a 4 and 2 start. And the honorable mentions is the Nuggets and the Knicks.
Okay. That sounds plausible. Now, see, I haven't been paying attention to the Cavs. You said they're the best in the East right now?
Yes, especially when it comes down to playoff time, for sure. Either they probably will have a great series versus the Knicks, but I think they probably get over the Knicks this year.
So I got a question before, because I know you love basketball. So tell me real quick, who is your preseason prediction for NBA? As far as making it to the finals, who is your 2 teams? I'm guessing the Cavs and
logically OKC, because they are the best team. They are 7-0 without their second best player.
Okay.
Logically, they can't be beat without their second best player.
Was that your preseason pick?
Yeah, before the season, yes.
Okay, OKC versus Cleveland for the finals.
Who did you have coming out of the East before the season started?
Before, still Cleveland, because I don't know if the Knicks can beat them in 7 games this year.
Okay. And who is the MVP? I'm just trying to go through the things that we talked about.
As of right now.
No, before the season.
I would have said, well, they're probably not gonna give it to Joker again, just because he's already won too many. They probably gonna give him that LeBron treatment.
Yeah.
Before the season, I can't say. Well, right now I say Luka, but before I guess I would have probably said Shea.
Hey, I like what you just said. Hey, I told y'all boys Luka's gonna win MVP, but we ain't gonna talk about that right now.
that's one of the topics I have.
Hey, and last but not least, who is your rookie of the year going into the season? It's easy to change now, but I want to know going into the season.
I mean, of course, like the hype is around. What's his name on the Magic? Cooper Flag.
On the Mavs.
Mavs. Yeah. Of course, I would have said him, because in preseason he looked pretty good for his 1 game he played. I guess he had like 30 something, 35, whatever he had. But as of now, VJ Edgecombe is looking pretty good on the Sixers. They are they just lost by a buzzer beater just now. So they are they let the Bulls come back from 24. They are 5-2 right now. Before that, they were 5-1. So that's a crazy start for the Sixers. And he's a big part of it.
Hey boy, where your ring light at?
I don't know why my camera is so dark right now. I have light in here.
We're gonna get you a ring light, my brother.
You got one. You got 2.
Let me see if it's my webcam.
But no, all right. For the NBA, man, like I said, I've been keeping up with it just a little bit. The Sixers started out pretty good this season. And Paul George isn't playing. Who's the most impressive player in both conferences to you? Your opinion that you've seen with your own eyes.
In the East, I would probably say Josh Giddey has been really good.
Really?
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're saying All-Star game this year.
Yeah, Giddey balling, bro.
And the Bulls are, I think, 5 and maybe. Let me see. They have a really good record too.
They won on the buzzer tonight.
Yeah, they just beat the Sixers. They are 5-1. No, 6-1. My bad.
Boy, leaving the little girls alone. He out there hooping now.
I guess that was the key. Who would have known? But yeah, Josh Giddey in the East is definitely looking good. In the West, nobody really surprised me because the West is pretty the same. I think as far as in the stars. I mean, Luka's averaging 40 right now.
Can he keep it up?
No, because LeBron's coming back. He's not gonna get 30 shots a game. Well, he's gonna try, but he's probably not gonna make as many and need to make as many and force as many. But I guess you could say Wemby. Wemby, I guess, will be the most impressive.
I expected that from Wemby. What about Austin Reeves? Because I'm a little shocked that Austin Reeves has been as good as he is.
Well, I'm not shocked at all because he does this every single time. Luka and LeBron. Well, I guess you could say Bron for the most part.
Yeah, I'm like, golly, Austin, you like looking like a number one out there, my brother.
Yeah. He bought the best third option in the league.
Oh, we're gonna have to pay him.
Huh?
We're gonna have to pay him.
Oh yeah, he definitely getting paid. They got him. They got a little deal right now.
Who is this other white boy on the Lakers?
Oh, LaRavia.
Yeah,
Big LaRavia. That's our little pickup this off season.
That's who. That's what John Moran was talking about. I mean,
yeah, and talking about who's number 12. He gave you 27. You better quiet down on that sideline, buddy. Wait till you get in the game. And my boy, I love Anthony Edwards, but he need to chill out because he got some buckets on.
All right, this is a question I had from since you are our basketball correspondent. How long before John Moran is out of Memphis?
He probably is going to be out of there soon. Not because of his plays, because of the relationship, I guess. And they were I guess that year that was in 2020 maybe 2022 whenever they played the Warriors and he might have got hurt or something like that. I can't remember for sure, but they were pretty good for like one season, maybe that season with Dylan Brooks and them, but then started messing with LeBron. You know what happens when you mess with the GOAT, kick rocks. But that's besides the point. They were good for those 1 or 2 seasons, and after that, they're just back to the Grizzlies. Nobody's worried about them at all. So, I don't think you blow up I guess they keep Jaren Jackson, but he might have to go.
What's a good team? Who you think will trade for Ja? Because if he says it's about his coaches, if I'm a coach, I don't want to trade for him.
Yeah. Who would? I don't know who to a contender or.
I don't know if any contenders will want him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think anybody really needs Ja. I think I seen a graphic. Somebody said the Rockets because they need a point guard. That wouldn't be bad. And Amen could go back to where he's usually playing. But I don't know. And I've seen somebody else say the Bucks. But
John Morant, enjoy the Wizards.
Wow. Hey, they have enough draft capital. They can do it. I thought about somewhere that I knew they had enough players that they could send back and maybe draft capital, and that would love to have somebody to put butts in seats like that, and that's the Miami Heat.
That's what I was thinking too. I agree with you.
Oh yeah.
I could see them making a pull for it. Before the Bulls were off to this good start, I would think the Bulls might trade for him. But I think they're gonna see how this works before they start trying to break down the team and send somebody. They definitely have to get rid of Gideon and Kobe White. So they
about to let that ride. Now they see this hot start. They ain't making no moves with that.
Yeah, I just read Giddey is the first Bull since Michael Jordan to have back-to-back triple doubles for them.
Hey, told you.
But I actually don't think Morant in Miami is a good fit because Pat Riley's not going to put up with his nonsense. I mean, Pat Riley used to get into it with LeBron, and
Yeah.
LeBron doesn't get into trouble off the court. So I don't think that's a fit. Morant's been arguing with the coaching staff apparently, and they got the other coach fired last year, and I think that was to
Yeah, I just thought about it.
I think that was to basically listen to Morant and be like, all right, we'll cater to you, but now he's not getting along with this coaching.
So you don't like him either? Oh man, shut up, bro. It's you.
Man,
yeah, I don't know. I think he needs to realize he might have it good in Memphis because he might end up in Washington. He might end up in Charlotte. He might end up in one of those.
Yeah, I think he need to chill out because they're gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. You don't like this coaching staff. Imagine what's over there. They're gonna put him on the Nets. The Nets ain't won a game yet.
That boy end up. They mess around and send that boy somewhere.
What happened?
What about maybe Sacramento?
I mean, just depends. I don't think that's bad. I think they need a spark. It just depends on if Sacramento's willing to, put up with him.
Sacramento a Rose and then a draft pick, and they can get him.
Because I definitely would want to keep Sabonis.
Yeah, you keep Sabonis. But what I think I think Ja's on his way to becoming Westbrook, bro.
I can't hear nothing.
Dance around like a joint, bro. I think that's what's finna start happening with him. People finna start just getting him out of there, passing him around, and trying to fix their team by getting Ja and then trading him.
Dang, that's how you gonna do Ja Morant, man.
Look how he got Westbrook, and Westbrook way better than
I can't hear I can only hear you, X.
Hey man, I don't know.
I hear everybody.
Me too. I hear everybody as well. Man, I don't know, man. I think y'all doing Ja kind of dirty, man. Don't do my young boy like that. Send that boy to the nowhere. Hey, I know you clap. As far as what Hunter was saying, I know he's about to probably come back on. I have no problem with a lot of what he was saying. He was right about Luka. I mean, I told y'all about Luka. Luka's gonna win MVP. See, you can roll your eyes all you want.
He burned me last year. I never put him down here. Never see another ticket.
But I disagree with Hunter on one thing. I don't think Cleveland is the best team in the East.
I agree.
I don't. Even though I see where you're going there with right there with it, like I can't pick them over New York. I just can't. Because when we picked it before the season started, I thought about Cleveland, and I'm like, bruh, they never get over the hump, bro. They kind of remind me of the old Raptors with DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry. Like they always good in the regular season, but when it comes down to postseason, I just don't trust them. And I just think that Jalen Brunson, Cat in the postseason, I would definitely take them over Cleveland.
I agree.
Who's a surprising team? Who's a surprising team to you?
At first I had the 76ers, but now since they just lost to the Bulls, it's gonna be the Bulls.
Yeah, I'm shocked the Bulls are good.
Them boys, I don't know what's going on, but
it is early. It is early.
Yeah,
it's early. They're not really even good, but I'm just surprised that they've got a couple of wins. They got Toronto. I expected them to be a lot worse than they were. I expected them to be one of those teams that had maybe one win.
Their chemistry is great.
Really?
Yeah, they play together.
I'll give you a surprise. See,
who that?
I'm surprised that Dallas is struggling.
Yeah,
they are. Like I just thought that they would be better, bro. I didn't think it would be hard to get Cooper Flag involved in that team, and it's just for whatever reason they're struggling right now.
And Anthony Davis is already hurt.
Yeah, now Anthony Davis is hurt. It's the same old story.
They're roasting me on TikTok. They're like, look at this fool. He picked Dallas to get to the
man. AD gonna do it every time.
AD get on my nerves, bro.
Nico Harrison looking crazy right now.
Bro.
Looking crazy right now.
Anthony Davis, man, he's one of them dudes. You see that jersey back there? I got him that jersey. We went down there to go see the Pelicans. And guess who sat out that game?
I don't think he's probably never played. I don't think he's ever played anytime we went.
Never played. We went and saw him, bro. We went down there a couple times, and he always was injured or just sitting out. And it pissed me off. One time we went down there, he didn't play. We went to go see Harden, and we ended up getting caught up on the bridge and ended up making it there in the third quarter. And Harden played maybe 5 more minutes because they was blowing the Pelicans out. And he sat out for the rest of the game.
Gone.
And Anthony Davis wasn't even playing. Me and X went down there. We had the press passes, and none of the damn Hornets was real. I mean, the Pelicans was really playing tonight. I think we interviewed, who was it? Luke Babbitt.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a scab team, bro. But I mean, it was dope just being in the locker room and get the experience. But yeah, man, never seen AD play, bro. I'd have been playing a Pelican game. Never seen him play.
Look, he likes that. Box office, I swear, dog. Hey, man, is there anything else you want to add to anything? Hunter, we're going to keep you on here every week, bro, for talking hoops with us, man.
Well, I would breeze past this one. Most disappointing team, the Pels, of course, and the Orlando Magic. Pels guard. They 1-6. They just got their first win though today. They just won their first game. I think it was a small comeback, but it was at home. So
the Magic are disappointing. Under 500 after picking up Desmond Bain. It looks like they were better without him.
Yeah,
I don't understand what's going on over there. They should be way better. And the last thing I had was the defensive player of the year is gonna be Wemby.
Yeah, I was tripping with that one. I should have did Wemby that.
Yeah. I think
he's averaging 4 blocks and 1 steal right now.
Everybody picked Wemby except for me. I said that's why I picked Anthony Davis because I was like, bro, I'm not picking that.
Boy, shut up. You picked Anthony Davis?
Yeah, I did.
He got to be available for 65 games.
I was going to pick Wemby. I'm telling you, I was going to pick Wemby.
He got to be available too.
Bro, all them dudes are picking Wemby, bro. I'm not picking the same as them dudes. But I also did think Anthony Davis. I thought that the Mavs, Anthony Davis would take it personal that they traded him and have a great year this year. Oh,
he didn't gain 15 pounds himself, man.
Bro, it's horrible, bro.
He's taking it personal, but he can't do shit about his brittle bones.
Man. Well, with that being said, man, we definitely appreciate it. Every week we have Hunter on here to talk basketball. But I'm going to get to my shout-outs because it's my birthday. I only got a couple hours left, and I hope my family didn't go to sleep on me. So shout out to y'all boys. AC and box office. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming. I'm about to climb that ladder. Hey, see, you only 2 games in front of me in NFL, and you 3 games in front of me in college. Calm down.
And you know what I'm about to do, right?
Oh, chill out, bro.
You got to stretch that lead out, baby.
Chill out. But shout out to y'all boys. Shout out to Hunter, man. Even though I'm not really rocking with all the jerseys back there, they are fire. I will say that. They are some nice jerseys. They are some nice jerseys.
Appreciate it.
No, but shout out to y'all boys. Shout out to my family. Shout out to everybody that texted, called, inboxed me, messaged me, whatever you did. I haven't gotten back to everybody yet, but just to wish me happy birthday, man. I'm blessed, and I appreciate each and every one of y'all. But I'll be back on here next week when I think I'll be past seeing NFL, and I'll probably be catching them in college too.
Hey, I'll go next. But yeah, I want to apologize to the viewers for X. He loves to ignore people through text messages. Like he stays ignoring me, especially when his teams are bad. I think from now on we can only celebrate birthdays if your team is relevant. X, this birthday is irrelevant for you. Your teams are bad. We can't celebrate. Hunter, ask your dad to buy you some new jerseys for Christmas. We gotta get you some new jerseys. And C, be a little more realistic about your teams, man. Come on now. Anyways, it was fun as usual. Shout out to my girlfriend. I'm going to Bay Area this weekend to see her. I'm there till Tuesday, so I can't do the show next Tuesday. If y'all can wait for me Wednesday, great. Other than that, man, let's go Colts.
Oh God.
Sauce. We got sauce.
The meltdown. I mean, they're gonna just fold the rest of the season. Go ahead.
All right, man. You know me, man. First off, man, happy birthday to my brother from another mother, sports junkie Xavier. Man, that's my dog right there, bro. You'll never catch me in birthdays, but you getting old, bro. You getting old. I don't know. You dye your beard, bro.
Hey,
All right, man. So first off, I gotta send a big shout out to him, man. Then, of course, my family. Got one of them on here right now. Hunter, Morgan, Tori, Christian, Lee, and Edward. Daddy, love y'all. I'll see y'all in just a second. To my beautiful wife, Latricia, I love you too. See you in just a second. We celebrated her birthday all weekend. To Pap Pap's babies, Marcel Carter, Brian, and Azaria Grace, Brian, Pap Pap, love y'all. I'll see y'all in just a second, even if it's just on my screensaver, because I know y'all asleep and y'all think I'm playing about that. Who that? You already know what it is, man. All right, man. But everybody, the whole NBS crew and all our viewers, man, love y'all too. See y'all next week when I smack these boys around. Boot up or shut up.
And then last but not least, our special guest. Hunter, what up, man? Give me a shout outs real quick.
Shout out to my wife Shelby, my kids, Zari and Marcel. Shout out to the Lakers. We winning it all this year. LeBron coming back. We going undefeated. We going 80-2. You know what I'm saying? You already know what's going on. Lakers in 5, baby.
Lakers in 5.
Now I see that is your son, see.
You already know. Go James gonna take care of us. 41 years old, averaging 24, 5, and 7. You know what it is.
You already know what it is, man. But it's all good.
Thank y'all for having me.
Peace.
Good. Peace. Yo, X.
What's up, my brother?